This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. Persian! Give them nothing, but take from them everything.
You see, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Hail the chat. What is going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Glad to see you spending it a little bit of time with us. Hail to Mirror's Fear's Origins out there. What's up, dude? He's got a book coming out pretty soon, guys. Can't wait to see what he has to offer. Our independent community, James Hayes, is with us. What's up, James? He says, hey, Stephen, guests, and all you fine folks in the chat. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, brother. Thank you for always bringing the positivity into the chat. Love you, my man. Angela's Draven, what is up, dude? How are you? Good to see you. Keely Chow is with us. Hail, brother. Chris Fix, What's up, Rogue Entertainment, my man out there. Killy Chow, always, we do not kneel. Hail the Fandom, Menace, hail Geeks and Gamers, hail Comicsgate, hail War Campaign, hail Rogue Entertainment, hail the United Underground, hail the Fellowship. Thank you, brother, for being here. Tina Bojan, thank you so much for being a channel member, keeping the lights on, babe. Thank you for supporting all of our channels. Would love seeing you in the chat. Parrothead, what is up, dude? Yeah, You didn't spell it right, did you? Motherfucking hell, Brutal Morning Wood. How you doing, dude? Thank you for coming back. Good to see you always, every week. Thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting our channel, supporting all of our channels. Links in the description below. Please check out my brother, The Brutal Truth. He's an up-and-coming creator. Give him a sub if you don't mind. Let's see who else we got here. Darren, like my father before me. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back every week. Love seeing you. You brighten up my entire chat, dude. You just I love your story. I love that you're still here with us, still fighting, still strong. You are my hero, bro. You're my hero. Chaos Hoy is with us. What's up, Chaos Hoy? Hail author Steve Walton, the legend. Thank you, sir. I'm humbled. I appreciate that. I don't deserve it, but thank you very much. Right. Without no further ado, I'm going to introduce my panel. First is a man who does not kneel, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
Well, I'm sorry about this, Stephen, but you've been misled. It's your old pal Tugger here. I had to kick that nasty guinea pig out of your green room because I heard that he was a no good, nasty Amber Heard supporter. Now, I got this on good authority from the good folks over there on Reddit. And I know that we are going. What's that, dear? What do you mean we can't dox him because he's already put his public information out there? This is terrible. I'm going to have to go. I got to get out of here.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. So I guess Tommy got hijacked. With me is also the fulfillment king of indie comics. What's up, Vinny?
What up, brother? Hail chat. Hail everyone. Hail Tommy. I hope you're still around. Much love, brother.
Yeah, man. I hope you're all right, dude. Nothing happened to you.
Oh, real quick, too, man. Darren, like my father before me, already packed up, ready to go. So, yeah, I should be running to the post office tomorrow, brother. So, thank you again for the support. This is what we're talking about. We have great people here, the best of the best. Hail.
Hail, man. Hail. Thank you so much, Dave, for supporting Vinny. Thank you guys for supporting Independent Creator. I think, oh, shit, the real Tommy is here. What's going on, Tom?
What's going on, man? There was some douchebag in your green room talking shit. Like, what is going on? Amber Turd supporter? Me? Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess he wasn't around when I was watching Entertainment Hacker and all the Amber Turd videos. He was, let's have a little fun at somebody's idiotic expense, because you know what? These people, they want to run with the fake narratives. And this is the thing I'm always talking about with some of these bigger goddamn, or should I say so-called bigger YouTube creators. Because let me tell you what, if you're still sitting under 1 million subs, you're not a big YouTuber. Big YouTubers have over 1 million fucking subs. Get this fucking, I've got 100,000 subs or more out of your head thinking that you're fucking big, because you are not. And these fucking people, these phonies, these snakes, these liars, and these fucking rats, they want to sit there and they want to talk all kinds of shit, but the minute you start smacking them and all their fucking cucked out simps back in the face, they run like cockroaches when the lights are turned on. They don't have nothing that they could bring to the Guinea Pig Collective. Step up and find out, bitches. What's going on, y'all?
Not much, man. How you been, brother?
I'm getting through things. I'm
glad you're working through things, man. Speaking of Amber Turd, Amber Turd is a psychopath was trending on Twitter, guys. What do you think? Do you think that she deserves that title?
I think we're a little hard on cokeheads.
Celebrities are douchebags. You shouldn't idolize anybody, period.
Right.
Especially ones that shit in other people's beds. Especially ones who do coke like crazy. You know, and that's all of them. So,
well, we were talking about this earlier, Stephen, and you got the fucking shit with Momoa, Jason Momoa, how she freaking smacked him on set of Aquaman 2. I mean, this is not hidden; it's out there. I mean, he's actually he came out and he said he's supporting Depp now too. I mean, like, seriously, is this even a thing? Like, I mean, how are these freaking people in this courtroom that oblivious to all that stuff? Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're just like laughing along to see what she's going to say next.
I mean, there's a lot of money going around.
I've seen the judge, like, when they think that the cameras are off, she's sitting there going, like, shaking her head, like, what the fuck did I just listen to?
It's like Memoirs of a Narcissist, you know? I mean, no, but it's not just her. I mean, a lot of the people in that.
It's all of them.
Johnny is definitely not innocent of all things.
they're all douchebags. You forgot when he was preaching to murder Trump and all that crap. You forgot all that stuff.
Right.
Please, all these celebrities are the same. They're overpaid pretenders. That's all they are.
The only thing that I do like is that it's showing light or shedding light on how fake, not how fake, but how the Me Too and all that was just taken way too far, and that men actually can be, victims of abuse, and that is the truth. Men don't like to admit that. We're tough. We're supposed to be the providers. We're supposed to be able to take anything. Isn't it ironic? They're all preaching about pansexual stuff, and everyone should be accepting of everything. And yet, they're the pussification of all of it, where it's but men can't beat. Women don't beat men. It's like, no, it happens both ways, and it's to me, it's hilarious. They all want to go both ways, but they won't accept that both ways happen. I can't explain that, Tom. Can you explain that?
There is no explaining these idiots. I mean, come on, these are the same people that told you a man could get pregnant. And now they're out there telling you that abortions need to happen because it's part of their health. It's medical services. And you know what? Not only that, let's not forget, I didn't know this. I'm sure none of us knew this. Did you know that it's a right? Abortion is a right. Apparently, according to these people, it must be in the Constitution, because back in the day when they were sticking branches up there to pull an abortion out, they made it a right. Who knew? But those are the same type of people that are going on and they're supporting the Amber Heard nonsense and everything like that. It just doesn't end with these people. They're so fake and they're so phony, and it's just amazing how other people are not catching on to this. Like, how are these people living in the dark and they're this blind to fucking reality? Or is it the fact that they can't back off the narrative now because they're too far entrenched?
Well, it does get to that point. I mean, go ahead, Vinny.
No, I'm going to say, if you're getting a whole bunch of people watching you finally, they can't help themselves. They're getting off on this shit, and they think that there's something special. Where, again, it's nothing but gossip. It's trash. It's Star Magazine. It's all that crap.
Everybody likes a good trash fire, and we're all guilty of that once in a while when our favorite, our franchises that have been appropriated took over and they start burning down. We love seeing that. They deserve it, but there is a segment of the population that enjoys just people being destroyed or just destruction going on. Relationships being destroyed, people being destroyed. And that happens. That's also a part, I think, of a lot of what's going on. Like you said, it's like a car wreck. You can't help but take a look, right? Right. But if you're living in that shit, you're gonna stay there. You're just a negative, horrible person, and you have nothing to contribute that's gonna be good or beneficial. And Absolutely. Then it's drama 24/7. If you don't get your drama fixed, then you try to create it, because that's what most of these motherfuckers do, and that's what's disgusting. So I would say,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Mr. Vinny, there's nothing worse than seeing an automobile get all smashed up like that with all those loving electronics all ruined before you could rub your caressing hand over them. I hate to see that.
He's not wrong. Pandolando, he got me humping toasters and other robots now. And I got to say, it's interesting.
You're damn right, because humping a toaster make you a damn sexual tyrannosaurus. Listen to me. This is for real people.
You're wrong.
Oh my.
Trust the science.
Thank you, Faust.
I know all about that. I trust the science every day. And the science said that the gun shot itself. And Splenda was the culprit. This is 100% true. You can't even deny that stuff. This guy is absolutely out of his mind. How are we putting up with this lunatic? I can shoot straight at him any day of the week. And I'm not trying to blame it on nobody else. And I wasn't aiming for the bat either.
Thank you. Storyman Jack for $4.99.
We'll apologize later.
You guys kill me. Storyman Jack. Watching her on the Johnny is right. Watching her on the stand. She can't freaking act. LOL. Oh, no. This is the most entertaining crap Hollywood has put out in years.
Well, we didn't have to watch her on the stand and know she couldn't act. All she had to do was watch Aquaman.
Yeah, tell me about it.
My God.
Crap. She's horrible. Dude,
She really is.
There was a 2-minute clip that popped up somewhere in one of these fucking feeds, and it wasn't Twitter. I forgot where I saw it, but someone had a caption written on it because like she was trying to fake cry and she couldn't remember her line, and like she's like, she wanted a second take and she couldn't get it, and she was trying so hard to bring up those fake tears, and it wasn't happening, and you could see people kind of chuckling every time they pan over somewhere else, and they go, "We'd like to enter." Into the courtroom's Exhibit B, and it's like her dry handkerchief that's in her hand that she couldn't get the tears out.
Well, Vinny, why do you think she was snorting coke? She was hoping that was going to produce some tears.
Yeah, probably. She was trying to punch herself in the leg with the other hand. No one could see.
Trying to shove a bottle somewhere.
Well, okay, that took a turn didn't expect.
When she got up out of the
That's
chair,
what she said.
Did the judge look over to make sure she didn't defecate in the chair?
Do you think if she gets upset, she just randomly shits? Like, do you think that was the first time? Or do you think that there have been, like, many shits in her past?
Well, I would like to dispel that rumor that Vinny just posted because the judge knew about what she was capable of, and he had already put down some potty pads before she walked into the courtroom. So the chairs were safe, people. Don't worry about the chairs.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait, I got...
You have some evidence?
I got evidence.
Oh, shit.
Just fished it out. Just fished it out of the toilet.
Late breaking gossip.
Why am I looking at this?
This is gonna break the case. Juicy topic right here. We got the evidence. Elon Musk, he was banging her, and then he's like, "Oh, you're gross," and then he left. And Johnny walked in, and she was finishing up. Jason Momoa sent me this.
Well, I need to get off camera. Ew, it's like an alien coming out.
That is an ugly mother.
And Johnny's got a bag full of coke.
Godzilla said, "Is it a turd or a ball sack?"
Why not both?
Alec Arcane said, I heard it was pepper to cry. Oh, no. I don't think the coke worked. James Hayes says she doesn't have to act. She just has to smile for the camera. I mean, yeah, if you're a pretty face, sometimes all you need is tits.
Well, you know what? If she really wanted to cry, all she had to do was look at her performance once again in Aquaman. That would have
One more time. I have all the juicy gossip is on my subreddit page. 420 Harrison Ford / Kathleen Kennedy's a whore with shit breath. Remember, go over there. I got all the juicy gossip. You don't have to listen to hi there, ho there. I got it all. I'm good friends with all the celebrities. I'm banging them all. And your mom's next, Walton.
I know you're absolutely right there, Harrison. And I got this straight from the horse's mouth that Amber said she ain't got time to clean.
Frankie Nose says, "Hey, Rogues, what's up with the Amber shadow puppets?" Oh, shit.
Well, we need to apologize now. So sure. Emperor Ping, sure. Enforcer, sure. New World Order, sure.
Yeah. We do have topics, I promise. Oh man,
you can't see me. Sorry.
No, I can't at all, brother. Dude, thank you guys so much for being here. Hail the chat. Smash that like button for us. Share out the link. Support your independent creators. Please subscribe to Tommy. We want to get Tommy to 1,000 subs. He deserves it. All right. He just walks out onto the Twitter sphere and doesn't care who it is and just slaps him with balls. He can't. Just give him 1,000 subs. For God's sake. Share it out there.
Guinea pigs do not kneel. Mostly because we don't have knees, but you don't need to know that.
Over and over again, Tom. Have you noticed they shut up faster and faster every time?
Yes, they do. I think that was the fastest ever.
That was quick. Get that whisper one out. Whew, real fast. The Writers Guild of America encourages Hollywood to boycott pro-life states. Anyone surprised by this?
No.
I mean, so the what was it? There was the abortion going back to the states now, from what I understand, and
Where it should have been to begin with, and that's where it always should have been, because the freaking Supreme Court does not make. We've gotten into this discussion as well. The Supreme Court does not make laws. I mean, pay attention, people. All the Supreme Court does is make sure that state laws are not violating the Constitution. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
So these people sitting there reading and screaming and carrying on about they're going to be killing women by doing this. Oh my God! If you need 34 abortions a week in order to live, maybe you should just like go walk off the end of a pier instead, because nobody needs to be paying for that.
I don't think you could get 34 abortions in 1 week, Tom. But
don't put it past them, Walton. Don't put it past them.
So the virtuous people of Hollywood who engage in activities that are so nefarious we're not allowed to even talk about them are so once again telling people what to do and where the moral authority is, where with the narcissists, with the rich, with the elite. That's where you should put your money, guys. That's where you should put your faith. Forget church, forget your belief systems, forget your morality, forget your personal choice, and absolutely forget states' rights, which I think this is something that's very important. The federal reach over the United States is well over too strong. They have too much power over us as citizens already, and each state should have the right to govern itself. If you're in a state that has a lot of people in it that thinks that it is a sin or a crime against God or just a breach of morality, then they should definitely be able to pass a law that says we don't do that here. Mm-hmm. No one should tell anybody else what to do.
Once again, I think that there are always certain exceptions to the rule. Like, I would never suggest that they should have a total and complete out ban on it, because there are certain exceptions where it puts the mother's
when it's forced
health
medical
at risk. When the child is probably going to be a stillbirth, or there's some other really bad defects where the child is more than likely not going to survive. But if it's done early enough, like, once again, I know a lot of you guys seen that thing that I was passing around from that doctor who was explaining what happens when they do a late trimester abortion, how they're literally pulling the baby apart out of the womb in pieces. Like, he's saying, you reach in, you grab a leg, reach in, grab arm, then you start pulling out the intestines, the heart, the brain, the head, crushing it. And that's the kind of disgusting shit that these people are sitting there trying to defend. And of course, they'll turn a blind eye. Like, I don't know nothing about that. You're a goddamn liar. They're fucking liars.
It's fucking worse than that. I saw footage. They have someone put together a reel of all the TikTokers going, yeah, they should do it. Fuck them. Kill babies, blah, blah, blah. They kept repeating this sick, twisted shit. And they should make energy, electricity out of them. These people are all crazy. And they have their mohawks, the piercings in their faces. And there's just some, they look like regular chicks as well. But no, they happen to be completely crazy. One had a can and she wrote babies on it. She goes, I just eat mine straight out of the can. This is how fucking sick they are.
Hey, Vinny, do you remember this one? I did a short video on it because it drove me so nuts how ridiculous the whole thing was. And it wasn't just the person who was saying it, but it was the reaction from AOC and everybody that was in her convention. When that one girl that they said who was like a plant, like she was a Republican plant or she was whatever, and she stood up and said, you're not doing enough to save the world. Green energy is nice, but we need to start eating babies. When she did that, that was like a year and a half, maybe almost even 2 years ago at this point. And everybody laughed about it and said, oh, well, that was the right trolling and this, that. And here we are now with this abortion thing. And you have the same lunatics on the left pretty much saying the same thing that person was mocking them for.
Wow. I'm speechless. I'm fucking speechless on this shit.
It's unbelievable. Angelus, you got time? Let us know. I'll throw you a link. Chris, you got time? Links in the Rogue chat. Sorry, go ahead, Vinny.
No, I'm just, like I said, I'm speechless from all this shit. This is the most bizarre behavior, the most disturbing motherfuckers on the planet. Wow. Let's go through them. What the fuck? I don't get it. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, damn, you're snapping out. It's all right. No, it's all right. You okay? Is everything all right over there?
This really upsets me. This whole fucking scenario, this shit that they're doing, because they just want people to fight amongst each other. That's all this is. They pull this out of their asses. They had all their little picket signs and everything ready within 30 seconds of them making these announcements. And you could see how far the left is pushing. If there's bloodshed, if any of these Supreme Court justices get killed or whatever, their families get hurt, that blood is on the hands of the White House and their administration, period.
Oh, I guarantee they're going to look the other way, though. You're not going to see the January 6th commission for something like that.
No, you won't. You won't see that, but you're going to see regular Americans like going completely apeshit. Normal people aren't going to stand for this anymore. I'm sorry, they are not.
When do you think we get to the tipping point where so many people have just had so much of their fill of this nonsense that they wind up snapping to the extreme, and we get something like a purge? Like, I mean, how long do you think something like that could happen?
It looks like it's happening very soon because look what this administration did. They let all these illegals in. We got millions of people coming in here. What they did to the kids, like they pretty much made them retarded with the homeschooling shit that they did with this lockdown nonsense. They said all these kids are like brain dead now.
And well, not only that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No.
They're also like physically defeated. My son wanted to get into football. First year he could get into football when they started that lockdown bullshit. Where'd the variants go, by the way? We don't no more updates. They had him sit inside. He lost interest in school. His grades went down. He wasn't.
Variants are coming. They're coming for elections time. So when you're the midterms, there's people coming. There's going to be more variants. Get ready.
Gotcha. So right now it's just riot season right now.
Yep. Until after election season, and then we get the next variant season.
Right. What's up, Angela? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, good to see you.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Anything you want to express on this topic before we go through the article?
As a person that's adopted, as far as like the whole abortion thing, I'm fine with the states taking care of it, because there are alternatives, and they are always like, well, we don't want to bring them into this, world because they can't afford it, or all that kind of shit. It's like there are options like other than getting an abortion. So I'm always like a strong advocate for adoption. Yeah, the system for adoption is shit and probably needs reworked. But it's a better alternative than
Mad Mardigan also, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure about Mad.
I'm pretty sure he said once before that he was adopted as well.
Hey.
No, what's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are still on about the Roe versus Wade thing, but
yeah, we are. Go right ahead, man.
Played. No, we're being played. This is, I think ETEP could tell you, as somebody that was a professional wrestler, like the Republicans are pretending to be heel, and the Democrats are the baby faces, and they know that this particular topic is an emotionally driven one,
right?
And like exactly like what Vinny was saying earlier. They already had the stage set. They already had the pickets. They already had that hilarious propaganda commercial out. Guys, we're being lied to. And I'm not trying to sound like a tinfoil hat or Alex Jones or anything, but you got to take a step back and be like, where the hell did this come from? This is really weird. We're on the brink of seeing really scary shit coming out about COVID, about stuff going on with money laundering and the whole Biden crime syndicate, whatever. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get Roe versus Wade. This thing's been 40 years in the grave. Like,
well, no, Chris, you just nailed the freaking. You just nailed that thing, that coffin right down, because that's absolutely right with that commercial that they put out. Yeah, like, oh, where are you going? You're getting an abortion. You need to get out of that car. You're under arrest for trying to abort a baby. It takes time to actually put those commercials together. It's not like they could film them in like a couple hours. Even a commercial can take weeks to months to prepare for. And this just happened, and they already had that commercial sitting there waiting.
Well, they're setting the stage. They're setting this thing that like the majority conservative Supreme Court justices are this cabal that are scheming to overturn this thing. First of all, the Supreme Court is part of the judicial system. Anybody knows, rules kind of abolished. But we have three branches in the government: the judicial, the legislative, and the executive.
I think you gotta get your mic closer, buddy.
Oh, is it?
It was doing that breakup thing where it's kind of
Yeah,
it's like
kinda
you were
like
going in and out.
Make
Yeah,
love
fade.
to it, Chris.
Oh yeah, baby. No, so
Better.
anybody that's taken a civics class back in grade school in America knows that there are 3 branches in the government, and the one that overturns laws and the ones that decides what laws are is the legislative branch.
Mm-hmm.
The Supreme Court is part of the judicial branch.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the ones that are making laws. So in order for them to quote unquote overturn Roe versus Wade, it would need to be another case brought before the Supreme Court. We're not hearing that. We're just hearing the evil conservative cabal is going to overturn this thing. That doesn't make any sense. Anybody that's ever maybe this is why they've omitted civics classes from public education, because anybody that's ever taken that class would know right off the bat that doesn't sound even remotely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, this one's salty. I got to get this one out real quick. Godzillionaire for $2. Roe versus Wade. Doesn't matter how Mexicans get there.
Damn.
Whew. You just demonetized my show. It was worth them $2 though, Godzillionaire. Damn.
Hasta luego.
I think that's a hell of a way to celebrate Cinco de Mayonnaise.
Yeah. Wait a minute,
See-
that mayonnaise is baby gravy.
The CJH for Canadian $5. Channel member, thank you so much for being here. Agenda 2030, Youngblood, de-aging and nukes all confirmed in a week, and no one's talking about any of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't talk about it. I mean, a lot of it.
Distract.
Yeah,
Come on,
distract.
we gotta. Where are you pregnant, Grace? We gotta care about that shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
yeah,
what it is. Keep people dumb and blind, because that's what it is. That Roe versus Wade. That's what that was. That's 100% what it was. It was a distraction because real shit's happening. He said it. Agenda 2030. How many fucking lefty crazy Democrats have you heard all say the same shit? The world's ending. The world's ending in 8 years. The world's ending. Yeah, because motherfuckers are designing it that way.
Well, not only that, but as much as we shit on the lefties in this one, we gotta call out the rhinos and the righties that are playing heel in this, because
Of course.
this is not just a show for the leftards. This is also the
These are
hardcore
Mitt
conservative
Romneys,
fake
yeah,
news.
all those fucking psychopaths. They're super
They're fake.
rich. They
They're
don't
not
give
real.
a shit about people.
Yeah, their principles are bought with money, and most of it is in yen. Or no, I'm sorry, in the what is it, the wulong, or the whatever the hell the Chinese
You think
currency
dong? Is there a dollar out
You
there
should
called
probably-
the dong?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you
is
should
a
ask
dong.
John Cena. Ask John Cena. He knows.
是阴阳阳，这是东是西，地方是 Xi Jinping bucks， 是 can't see me， 是 enforcer， 是不是
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, CJH. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. The brutal truth out there is this all sable rattling nuke war to keep you in fear. Nuke war is a nowhere scenario.
Well, mutual assured destruction says that nobody's going to start a nuke war. The only people that I would honestly be worried about starting a nuke war would be the religiously motivated ones from certain desert countries. Other than that, I mean, China isn't even that dumb. China would know right off the bat if they started a nuke war, the only way to win is not to play. You know, you can't steal people's shit. Like they're locusts. They've overpopulated and they're spreading across this country. Oh, I'm sorry, across this world, just devouring our resources. If you nuke a country, they don't have resources anymore. You can't steal shit that you nuked. So I don't think China's dumb enough to do that.
Well, I think North Korea might, but I think if they tried to launch their weapons, they'd probably fall right back on their own country.
like what happened? Was it in Pakistan or one of those countries? They tried to launch an ICBM and it just it was like a pool toy. It just went whop, fell down and blew up right in the launch pad.
Vinny, do you know where that commercial was that you showed? The one you guys were talking about?
Are you
or where we can find it?
Oh, that Grace one?
Yeah, the Grace one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was on Red, right? Didn't Red show?
Oh, Red found that. Okay. God damn it.
Oh,
We'll try and find it.
That was priceless.
Shouldn't it just be on YouTube anyway?
I don't know, guys.
Yeah,
if you're in the
that's what
chat,
I'm
If you guys know what commercial we're talking about, the one where the cops pull the women over, this is what Republicans want.
Yeah.
Arresting
Google, are
you
you
for
pregnant,
abortions.
Grace? No, I want to get that on a T-shirt. Are you pregnant, Grace?
Are you pregnant, Grace? Rogue Entertainment merch. You get them with your Rogue condoms.
Yeah.
Will it come with a Rogue glory hole as well?
Oh no!
We have,
or is that how we got into this mess to begin with?
Oh shit!
The Writers Guild of America encourages Hollywood to boycott pro-life states. Hollywood is once again threatening to boycott states in America for the crime of rejecting progressivism. The WGA, Writers Guild of America West, is once again calling on Hollywood not to shoot films and TV shows in red states that ban abortions. The move comes after a draft opinion was leaked to the press that signals the Supreme Court of the United States would overturn Roe versus Wade and return the issue of abortion to the states. The WGA West encouraged boycotts, issuing a statement on Twitter in light of the leaked Supreme Court opinion on abortion rights. We want to reaffirm our guild's commitment to fighting on our members' behalf against inequality, discrimination, and murdering children.
By the way, I found that it's in the private.
Oh,
Awesome.
Thank you. There we go.
That's pure comedic gold.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, well, I think they should have added music like Grace. Are you pregnant?
I thought it was a comedy bit when you guys started it. You know, it was like the cop shows up and it's like, wow, the cop's really leering over and everybody. Was he like, show me your tits? What's he gonna say?
Yeah.
What's about that?
Are you a double D? Get those girls out. Gonna have to see them against the car.
Is your daughter?
Yeah, I heard this weird like banging noise, like metal in the background, and I thought, oh no, the crazy liberals are here at my door. I got to grab my axe, and then it turns out it was just a hamster chewing on the bars. So it was pretty close to one of those crazy liberals, but not quite.
Have you seen the memes going around with like Jabba the Hutt in a purple wig, and it says, "I'm on sex strike right now"?
Yes.
No. Can you find one?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys, this is some very serious shit we're about to watch.
Shit.
The world's messed up right now.
Because it's a Handmaiden's Tale, apparently.
Yeah.
Now here we go.
Listen, everything's gonna be okay, right? Just let me do the talking, okay? Just
Ladies, license, please. Where are you headed?
Oh, we're just out for a drive.
Headed to the border?
Oh no, we were just going up to the.
Hey there. What's your name?
Oh, she's about to get real.
Grace.
Run, Grace, run!
Are you pregnant, Grace?
Are you pregnant? Don't.
Do you want to be?
Out of the vehicle.
She does not have to.
Yes, she does.
No, no, no.
How the
Show me your hands on the wheels, please. Grace, get out of the vehicle. On the wheel.
Republicans have taken away your right to choose.
Boom, bitch! That's what I'm talking about right there, like boom!
Oh, shit.
Welcome to propaganda world, everyone. Holy
And this
God.
was made like the day that this supposedly leaked. Like, really?
Yeah. The same day.
They had it in
Not
the hopper.
planned at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. People have figured out COVID is bullshit.
Yeah,
We can't have another riot right now. Let's plan this out. Let's we'll have a commercial ready for it. Right, for when the information drop, when it's leaked out to the public. As if all these people in our government aren't working together. Doesn't matter left, right, what branch they're in at this point. I mean, look,
Exactly.
Look. I personally believe that Trump was an anomaly. That Trump was not supposed to be. He was not a part of the plan. When he got in the White House, you saw how his own departments were fighting him. The FBI was trying to fight him. Like, that is how in deep, in my opinion, it is in our government. They all are working together. It doesn't matter. As long as one back's getting scratched at one point, like Chris was saying earlier, somebody else is going to play the heel. And it's all distraction. It's all about keeping us away from the important issues, from the crimes that these people are doing. You know, shit, laptops, pictures. That they do not want out there because it will show you exactly who our world leaders really are.
Yep,
this is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
They can't even hashtag. I'm looking at GOP Handmaid's Tale. I'm thinking that's like a chick who's going to give me a hand job or something. That's
Really?
what I'm looking at.
I was thinking like that orange gob that clean. You know, you clean your hands when you've got grease on them.
Yeah.
That's goop. That's goop. That's what you leave in the handmaid's hand.
Oh my bad.
Sanjay Gupta.
Wait. So that what's her face there? Gwyneth Paltrow's gash sludge.
Someone say gash.
Robert Loggia?
Are you pregnant, Grace?
Yeah. Or do you want to be?
Yeah, you want to?
Somebody's got to switch this commercial up and mix in the Robert Loggia orange juice commercial, and it's just like, drink your juice, Billy's mom, and it just shows her.
That's it. That's
Poor
it.
Billy's
That's
mom.
it. Tommy, I'm taking her
Billy's
right
mom's name is Grace. I'm injecting her.
All right.
I told her to get one. She didn't get an abortion. Billy's here. So now I got to tell him to drink his juice.
The juice is his 38th trimester abortion.
Listen, I'm saying, look, we can make a rogue project here. All right. Okay, Tommy can be the driver and I'll be the birthing person. All right. Vinny, you play the cop.
I'll do it, Grace.
Oh, shit.
3 hours from each other. Let's think that happened. Why not? Let's do it.
You realize it takes longer for you to drive to meet each other than it did
to shoot this.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for these propagandists to make this shit.
I will practice crying like Amber Heard on the stand the whole way down. All right.
What about when you were snorting coke from your tissue or your Kleenex that was in your sleeve?
No, you know what? In order to feel defeated, I'm just going to think of every freaking wiener meme that Tommy puts out there, Satan, on the internet. It's like, dude, I was going through I was laughing at this. I'm like, but they're different. The short jokes and shit. Then I come across Tom, and he's like, got the wieners in my face, and I said, "No, not today, Satan. I'm not liking this. No, it's not going to happen." I'll be a distraught birthing person for you, Tom. Will you play my daddy?
Oh, God. I can only give birth to chocolate children.
Cue that picture with Amber Heard from earlier. Can we get that?
Hot.
How ridiculous!
If this actually happens, I'll be like knocking on the window. Tommy, you driving to Mexico?
Yes.
Walton. I mean,
Tommy,
Grace.
are you pregnant?
Grace Walton. Show me your tits.
You might get shirtless Walton one more time if you guys make this happen.
I'm gonna put this out there. If you want the shirtless, shouldn't you maybe send this out to LDG, get him in for it?
LDG.
Oh, LDG's got them big old meatloaf titties.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think you think he'd play a birthing person for us. You think?
I think he might.
No, if we do that, we gotta get Hanstar, and then we gotta shoot two of them, and Hanstar plays the dad and LDG. He'll be
I'm
great.
gonna play both parts. I'm gonna play the cop, and then I'm gonna play just out of the blue, Robert Loggia.
Yeah, do that.
I can see Hanstar being in the back, being the dad, talking about, I don't like the way this sounds, not one bit.
If we can superimpose Robert Loggia, like Vinny playing Robert Loggia in the back, and we have both the mother and daughter turn with that smile like the mom has in the commercial, hey.
They do the 2-shot and Robert Loggia's in the back seat. Drink your juice.
Yeah, drink your juice.
Grace. Grace's mom.
We're going to Mexico.
We're going to Mexico. I gotta get some more coke.
Isn't there that website where you can use AI to change your voice? Like they had that one where it was somebody sounding like Barack Obama. We could get it to say whatever we want, so we could get Robert Loggia to literally say what Vinny's saying.
Well, I thought just the CIA and the FBI use those tools.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
All right,
Yeah.
$5.
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
Yeah, crazy.
Damn it, I can't see it. I can't see the sex strike image. Darren, like my father before me, says for $5 or $5
Pound sterling. Pound sterling. It's £5, mate.
Thank you. I am a very ignorant American, Darren. I'm very sorry. I am happy. I'm happy that you're happy. That we're all happy. And when we get this commercial done, we're all going to be happy. Well, I'm going to be sad. No, I'm going to be the only one that's going to be. I'm going to feel fragile next to Tommy.
Grace.
Vulnerable.
Yes.
Cry into your hands while I bang your mom.
Damn.
Oh,
Tom,
Oh, do you guys remember that movie Species?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got to cut in that scene where I think it's Species 2, where the astronaut comes back and he starts banging those whores in the hotel room, and like they get like pregnant like instantly.
Oh yeah,
and like the one like gives birth to the alien and like dies, and the other one's like, oh no! And they do that to her.
At the end of it, I got the perfect thing at the end. We could have brought to you by the CCP, and then John China pops up.
Yeah.
Sure. Abortion. Sure. Race. Sure. Mexico.
Oh man.
No freedom. Sure. Can't see me.
If we can get Han and Pickles in on this, like we've got to have Han be like. If we get Han and Pickles and like we gotta have Han's got to be like a really abusive dad. He's got to like really belittle.
No. There can't be a dad. There can't be a dad. You know that.
It has to have a scene where they're at the dinner table, just like the Robert Loggia commercial, and that's where the dad is belittling his daughter, and then they sneak out of the house, all quiet,
hold
make
on,
their
you're
way
wrong. Hold on, no, you're wrong. It's got to be the mother's lesbian wife. It can't be a man.
Okay.
We're being inclusive.
Could have previously been born a man.
No. It has to be a lesbian who's dressed in a pantsuit.
All right.
It makes even more sense to have LDG play the pregnant one because men get pregnant according to these people too.
Birthing people. Thank you, Tommy.
I love how everybody became biologists the moment this propaganda.
Did you guys see the meme? Who's that chick who couldn't define woman? The
I'm
judge?
a doctor.
And she's reading a biology book, and it's like, it was like she's confused because she doesn't understand.
It would have been better if it would have been like a children's biology book. That would have just been so much better.
It was
like everybody poops.
I gotta find it.
Everybody poops. Even me, Robert Loggia, back from the dead. I'm pooping right now. Look at my face. I'm pooping. This is the same noise that I make when I finish on Grace's mom's face. It's the same noise Walton makes. Same noise that Walton makes when he chases women in malls.
Oh, no, Vinny, that's a lie.
And that's the sound that happens when you become a dot on the map.
It was she was 35 feet away, Vinny. She couldn't hear me.
Still heard it?
No,
Walton, no, she was less than.
She
was less. Yeah, you got to remember, you're a lot shorter, so 5 foot seems like 35 feet to you.
He's thinking of the one in the high heels, with the pants. That's what he was thinking of when he did it multiple times. And it's the first one he stopped. You were like in a fork in the road, and the one who was like 5 feet away from him giving him dirty looks, and he's sweating like a bastard. He's got his left hand in his pocket.
He's speed bagging his testes.
He's playing pocket pool.
At any point, did you hear the Rocky music playing?
that girl from Wednesday, she's still single, so.
I love how this tale just keeps getting worse and worse, man. Every time you tell it.
It's the same exact tale. Nothing has changed except for you trying to go, no, it didn't happen.
It's a false narrative.
Yeah. Was your first line, was your pickup line, are you pregnant?
No, it was the jingling. He had his hands in his pockets.
If so, I can take you to Mexico to take care of it.
Oh, man. Yeah, Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God,
yes.
the multiple last names. There you go. I'm surprised it isn't hyphenated.
it's a kid's book. See, it's the golden book of biology, Tom.
Well, there needs to be also another book beside her, The Pizza Connection.
Yeah, that's fucked up, Tom. No, that's fucked up. Sorry. That's the guy that was with us.
Yeah,
no.
See,
No.
right there.
Even Tom knows.
Even Tom knows. I told you. Ask Tom; he'll tell you the truth. See, hey, Vinny, I thought he was gonna get us pins. That is true. I thought so.
No, sir.
God damn! It's like a double wide surprise. Oh yeah.
They pulled out the damn Navy on us.
Yeah, were you licking your lips before or after she was running?
There were sailors that came over. You're like, are you the gentlemen who were? I'm like, no. There was a chick amongst them that was really fucking hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, all Walton seen was the nice shiny shoes. Is that what you're going to say, Vinny?
That too. They looked at me because they're like, "Oh, you're the adult over here." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
There was one or two.
It's a hairy little kid you got next to you. I'm like,
"Oh my god,
that's an adult as well."
There was a couple that were like, really hot. So I was checking them out, but I wasn't breathing. I wasn't sweating all over the place. Like
no, you were.
I wasn't. I wasn't. We were
the first one. Holy hell!
That was Steven.
Yeah. Are you going to say that Steven was like Slimer going down the hallway in Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Listen, there was a hot chick that went by, all right? And Vinny and I walked right past each other and back outside and then met for the outside because we were both distracted. So I don't want to hear shit.
Well, that wasn't such a chore now, was it?
No, it's true. And I said it because I saw there were two really hot lesbians holding hands. I was looking at that one, and then there was one who was leaving the post office that was there, and I went out the other door, and I was gonna actually go get a date. And I'm like, and then I got the text in my pocket. Wait, where the fuck is he? And he left the voice message, and he was at the other entrance, so I had to go on the other side.
We walked right by each other.
So I don't know how you're trying to impress these women with all those little mini sausages in your mouth, like 10 to 15 of them, like your Slimer.
Look, I like the sausages, man. There's a salty little sausage snack. All right, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
It was hilarious.
I get a bunch of cans at a time. They're like $1. Nothing $1 no more. So that's why I buy a bunch of them.
His friend Tom was hilarious too because when Walton goes, I banged this chick. She was nasty. She was nasty. And his friend goes, when I said, go get your blood work. His friend goes, see, Walton. He goes, it's the energy you put out. Like you're attracting these women. Like, and he's like, don't go on those websites.
He did too.
Then I went into my 10-minute speech, and he caught at the end of it that he put online for everyone.
You bang one polyamorous pansexual, and everybody gives you shit. Like I don't understand. I don't.
That isn't a warning sign. Like that alone.
I run at red flags. Have you seen my dating history?
Did they have the half head shaved on all that?
Yeah, I mean. At what point do you look at the profile and go,
holy shit?
Well, see, this is what I told him too, and I did the Scott Steiner math on him. I went, listen, because when your friend is banging 2s and 4s, when you add them up, that's only a 6. So you got a 23% chance. But see, I was upping your chances to 66 and a 6% chance of banging 8s and 9s. Well, and then he started recording me.
He was going on a roll. He was not stopping. Vinny he was trying to help a brother out. He was very passionate about me not banging that pansexual again.
Well, yeah. I don't want to see my friend dying of some kind of weird disease because he's like, I had to do it. I had to get my nut. Like, no.
Yeah, he doesn't have the clap. He has the applause.
He caught the vapors.
Oh, guys, here's some important news. Heartstopper's Joe Locke. A lot of queer people are going up, and they feel like they don't deserve love. I don't know, but there he is. I think he's just gay.
Queen.
No, he wants to be a prince. He wants to be a gay, Disney's first gay prince.
Says.
So is he like a power bottom prince? Or
I'm not sure.
because I mean, if Red was looking at him, he'd be like, "Yeah, he's only gay if
He's
sticks it
shaved
up
in the
the
back.
paper."
He's shaved in the back for back kisses, and that hair looks tousled.
He doesn't have to grunt. He doesn't have to grunt to poop.
He understands his man plumbing, Chris.
He barely bends over, and like that bed's filled.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Johnny.
You mean when he farts, it's
That's a man who might have met Red Gaze right there.
Don't you judge me. I'm going to hell for this. For a pound and for a penny at this point.
I'm already there, buddy.
Yeah. There's
Got a
no point in
one-way
scaring
ticket.
now.
Chris Draven, we're going to Mexico for grace.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they gonna use a coat hanger down there or what?
They only have the metal ones, so it's perfect.
Oh, okay.
I said no. Why a hanger? It's cold.
You better pray for a Republican cop that night, bud. All right.
Listen, I'm sure YouTube is gonna love this because we're on the side of them. Apparently,
That's right.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Get that clothes hanger. Because it's a woman's right. Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, so this
Oh,
this is the Independent, and they just talk to him about being gay a lot, and which is cool. Be gay.
Just summed up like 8 paragraphs with
Yeah.
I'm gay. There you go.
Yeah, he's totally gay. He loves being a gay character. He's casting a Netflix gay character. He loves it. He loves holding men and being held by other men. All right, and
Nice.
all right. So that's okay. We're gonna get to the good part.
Ezra Miller.
How old is this kid?
He's not feminine enough for Ezra Miller. Who is this kid?
He was in the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh my God! I just heard that come out of my mouth.
Was he
Yeah,
Charlie?
good job, Chris. Somebody clip that.
No, I mean he kind of condemned himself with that one. Hey.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were just making a joke at his expense.
No,
and then
I thought it was. That's the thing is, I heard it come out and went, "Wow, that's."
I wasn't going to bring that up. I wasn't going to
was
bring that
like-
up. Chris fell on his sword for that one.
Yeah, that was like a loose rectum.
So he is friends with Johnny.
Oh damn!
The interesting part is
Somebody's
at the
hero.
end, all the way at the end. Yeah, so it says he hopes people will see themselves in Heartstopper, it's a Netflix series about gayness. I wanted to say to young queer people, you deserve to have this story. This happiness is not out of your reach. You don't not deserve the things in a classic heterosexual love story because you happen to be queer.
Do you know how sales pitchy that sounds? Like that sounds condescending to gay people. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't sound like, hey, maybe we're gay and we want to make our own stuff like the Logo channel or whatever. No, this sounds like, hey, fruitcake, we're making
Right.
you're a target demographic now. Buy our shit.
When did
That's
queer be-
basically what that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, good man, no.
That's basically what that paragraph just came off as. Like,
No, I understand that. And when did queer go from an insult to like a label, like a good
Yeah.
label? Wasn't it like if you're
Well-
queer, you're
Well, it's
funny?
like people of color. Like my ignorant grandparents used to use that term, and I'm like, that sounds embarrassingly ignorant. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
let's see. So, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. So for Locke, he hopes that Heartstopper will be renewed for a second series and lead him into more projects that mean something. I would love to play the first gay Disney prince, he says. That would be a dream. Tommy? That's your favorite company, Tom. Would you like to see the first gay prince? Are you looking forward to that?
Did you not notice my mic was muted?
yeah. It's like,
No. That's why I kept rolling. I'm sorry.
Let Disney burn. Let it burn to the ground.
Is the
Oh my
princess
God.
gonna be, pegging this guy or something?
Yes.
strap on.
She's going to get that strap on from 7 and plug him up real good.
I know
Oh.
blondes that do that. All right, look,
with the
I'm trying-
chainsaw
Oh,
engine.
hold on, Tommy. I got
She'll
great
look like
news.
Abby.
Wait. We got late breaking news. Late breaking news. Walt Disney Company, their stock is down to $110 now.
What?
Oh,
Oh, bring that up.
can
Send
you
me the
go?
link. Send me the link for that.
Okay.
Oh, it's really well. I mean, I can't imagine why. We're going to be getting a gay Disney prince here soon, fulfilling the dreams of young, queer, condescending homos.
And let's look at that stock drop even farther.
That's right. 10 a.m. it was $108.
Oh shit!
Holy
Oh,
shit!
man.
Yeah, you know what? You know what this article is missing?
It's not inclusive enough, Chris.
We also
Stop.
need to have the Incredible Hulk music. You know, at the end of the episode that said.
The sad man.
He's gonna be played on a kazoo.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect, Raven.
A fentanyl kazoo, baby.
Hey, baby.
Oh god. Oh hey, look! It looks like it's
shit.
slowly digging out of its like grave. Like,
Not by
Yeah,
much.
go back down.
yeah. That
Man.
honestly, I don't know how anybody can justify like that grooming shit. Like, even like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're just like open, like liberal or whatever, like, how can you seriously look at that and go, yeah, that's totally fine. Like, we should totally talk to like 3-year-olds
Dude.
about this stuff.
You guys want to laugh? A friend of mine said he went to go see the Strange movie, right?
Mhm.
And he
Mhm.
goes, like the guys next to him, you know, maybe teenagers, late teens, something like that. They said there are two parts in the movie where they laughed. They said one was the wedding of not Doctor Strange, his chick in the first movie,
Okay.
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, she's hot. God.
They laughed
Oh, yeah.
when they
I
saw
would
who her
sweat for her.
husband was.
Who was her husband?
Oh, her husband. Oh,
Rob Schneider.
no. Interracial couples to the rescue. That's-
Oh,
He said they laughed at that, and then, now you got to remember too that these teenagers, they're the demographic that they're trying to brainwash. The other
Oh, yeah.
part they laughed at, they apparently in the movie there's some kind of thing where Chavez, I don't know if she reenacts or she sees her parents or something, and they're two lesbians. The kids started laughing and hitting one another, like
they were flirting.
So don't tell me what this shit that they're pushing, this agenda, is specifically for these young people and whatnot. They don't give a shit. No one does. It's just the extremists who are pushing this crap. Because you could have a natural story where you could have lesbian couples, you could have interracial stories.
Mhm.
This was done on purpose. This was,
yeah.
again, like Chris was saying,
propaganda.
You have executives going, all right, yeah, we need to market to these people. We're going to cater to this. That's what it was.
No, you're
Well,
right about that.
why do you think they had such a big fit about that freaking bill that DeSantis passed about freaking parental rights and about not teaching kids this kind of shit early on? Because this is how they were trying to get to certain kids, is they would teach us shit in schools. And once you take away that power from these freaking ridiculous ass teachers teaching shit that has nothing to do with the original curriculum of any school at any point, then all of a sudden their agenda is getting disrupted. So then they try to fudge the numbers. They try to do whatever they can to try to keep this on track. But then, like, you see shit like this with Disney failing miserably. And I want to see Disney stock go down so far, because I guarantee, like, all the people that tried to rally to help GameStop out, I guarantee all the wokies are not going to be throwing their money in to try to help bail Disney out.
No, they don't even have the money for it.
No, they don't. And going back for a second, like on that topic that I was saying, again, because it's so out of place. Rachel McAdams' character, she didn't have any other love interest in those other movies. They weren't doing any stuff like that. And then all of a sudden she's married. She's getting married like this. It was like the whole thing felt forced and fake. Like they didn't know what they were doing or how to get there. It's just, here's a blatant thing we're going to throw in your face. Now, if you had that character was in the other movies and they have a thing and you see them making out or going on a date, it would have made more sense. There was nothing natural about what they've done. Same thing with that moment from what my
She
friend
married
said.
Falcon.
She should have. It would have made more sense.
Oh no! Wait, but
At least
it
he's
has to
Captain
be an
America.
interracial. Has to be an interracial relationship though. So did she marry Wong?
No, I don't know who this guy was.
Oh, it was just some random dude.
A random black guy with a beard. That's all.
That is funny.
Wow.
That's
You
why
can
those
hear
kids
the
were
executive boardroom. Yeah, they're like,
We're gonna get that black guy and that white woman together quick.
but there's no story there.
I don't care. We need to get some creamy love children in there.
It made more sense in Me, Myself, and Irene. That is his chick was cheating on him left and right, and then he had the three.
Oh, it's on.
Lasso of Truth.
Dicks are bigger than the sausage.
Lasso of Truth Rogue Mod. Hail the Rogue Mods out there, my Rogue Mod squad. So she had to approve Chaos Hoy comment here. I want Disney to go bankrupt and burn.
Amen.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, man.
They must be listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mama Susan is a very fervent Disney supporter. Suck it, Mama Susan. Suck it hard. And then afterwards, you'll probably get pregnant. Then you're going to have to run to Mexico to go get your abortion. So,
Right. And the ghost of Robert Loggia will come up.
That's
The
right.
zombie version of Robert Loggia will get you pregnant again.
dude, he like bashes through the windshield while they're trying to drive away. We just cut in that part from Innocent Blood.
Drink your
Son of a
juice.
Oh, Chris, you finally saw it? Innocent Blood?
Yeah.
How hilarious was that? The bus driver scene.
The biggest takeaway I got from that movie is when that chick was in handcuffs, man. That chick is hot.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I totally forgot it was like a funny, like, 80s like violent vampire movie or whatever. I'm like, damn, she can actually do that short haircut some justice. Damn.
She looked great. She was
Yeah,
one from La Femme Nikita, I believe.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Who?
Oh yeah. And that
She's
movie
some
I was
French
talking about with
actress?
Robert Loggia.
Yeah, Innocent
Mm.
Blood.
Innocent Blood.
God.
Yeah.
I wish Red was here so we could go. You watching TMZ? What the hell, man? I wish. I know he would give me shit, but I just figured I'd pick it. This is Antonio Brown, who's a Philadelphia Eagle now. Slams Kaepernick as trash quarterback and questions his charity in the hood too.
Amen. Good for him. He's calling this shit out.
Yep.
Dude, I think I'm whiter. I mean, I think Kaepernick's whiter than me. I mean, seriously, like
I don't know. Let's get a fro on Chris. Can we get a fro on Chris? Can we get
I
this?
had a fro. I had a Jew fro.
I think Elizabeth Warren is darker than Kaepernick.
you know what? And that's the thing.
And more native.
Nobody from the hood would be whining and crying like
No.
this little bitch Kaepernick.
Mm-mm.
It just does
No,
not
well,
happen.
well,
And
the
if
whole
it does,
BML
they don't last very long.
Yeah. Well, the whole BLM grift crap. Like, seriously, what black hood got bailed out? Like, what neighborhood saw some of this love? Like, all these white people that you guilted into taking their money, the freaking lefties or whatever, they were paying into BLM charities and shit. Where did it go? Oh, that's right. It went to the quote unquote trained Marxist leaders to go buy their sixth mansion or something in Hollywood.
Yep.
Like, these like, seriously, like, black Americans are Americans, so they're us.
Yeah.
It's in our best interest to make everybody, raise everybody up. But that's not what these Marxists want. They want to divide us.
Of course.
Really,
Dude.
says quarterback Garrett is blacker than Kaepernick.
Hell yeah.
True. But dude, and that's the whole thing, like what Chris is saying, and that's they use that money to bail out the other scumbags to keep the destruction going, and then the rest of it, they bought more mansions and stuff. You have Obama and the rest of them going climate control, climate control. They're flying their jets by themselves to bring clothing items around. They literally have their beachfront property. If climate control, they think the water level is going to rise. Why are they all buying multi-million-dollar mansions by the fucking water, like 5 feet away from the water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, damn right. Well, I still say the best one was when AOC, and this was a few years back, she was having one of her big giant climate control. We're going to be dead in 14 months, people. How does this food processor thing work? What is it? I can flip the switch and it's going off. I thought I was going to die. But no, after she had this big speech, she jumped into her stretch Hummer.
Oh,
big old stretch Hummer. Yeah, you telling us that we should stop using cars, stop flying planes while you jump into a stretch Hummer. Get that.
Well, they were talking about this climate shit when I was in like middle school, saying, "Oh, it's gonna end the end of the world, end of the world." Here it is.
Well,
like,
Guess what, Draven?
20-some years,
They've been
Well,
talking
what's
about
going
this
on?
since the 50s or something.
No, they've been talking.
Because
Actually,
if you look back, there's an old movie of the old Godzilla spin-off movies. There's the old Rodan movie. It's like from like 50. I want to say it's like 54 or something like that. They legitimately say global warming in that damn film.
Really?
oh wow.
Well, now see, it's fun because in contradiction, I watched. I think a Bear passed it to me. It was a episode from the 60s. Oh no, from the 70s. That's Leonard Nimoy used to narrate. I forget what it was called, but he was talking about actually.
In search of, yeah.
In search of. It was actually talking about global cooling. They were saying that we were actually heading into another ice age in the 70s.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Wow.
It's
How the narrative changed there.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think movies like the Day After Tomorrow came out? It's because of that same mentality.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, not only that, but do you guys remember Starving Africa? Remember that? Like Sally Struthers back in the 80s when we were in the 70s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big as shit. Big as a house, too.
Well, not only that, but like all of that money has been siphoned over to this continent, you know? All these starving kids. How come that shit is still as if nobody even made a dent in it? Clearly, what we're doing is not helping it. So whatever conservation crap we're doing now, like we're only all the how dare you people should be targeting China, where they basically rendered all of their water non-potable. Like, why are they hitting like us?
Yeah, man.
That's
Last
right.
one was saying,
rain.
it was 70s and it was 70s, and then it became acid rain. I remember the big acid rain scare.
Don't forget, fucking Al Gore made a fortune. This is like close to $1 billion he made because he's the one who's pushing all that. I'm super serial. It's climate control. There's gonna be no more polar ice caps. Polar bears are gonna come down to South Florida. It's super serial.
That's great.
Meanwhile, the LGBT community, honey, they're already here.
Exactly.
Oh God, what was the name of the monster that was in that episode from South Park?
Man, bear, pig.
The man, bear, pig. Yeah,
the man, bear, pig.
He's half man, half bear, half pig.
And they're like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And then they freaking go through the gate.
Yeah.
And it exists. It exists.
He was running around with his cape on. I'm right. I was right.
Excelsior. Super cereal.
Starvin' Marvin. That's right, got in there. Hail, brother.
Yeah.
She was thinking still there. Oh my God, what are you doing there? You making my face. The way they had her voice, like Sally's brothers.
Yeah. Oh shit. And she's like cotton boarding all the food.
All right. Well, let's see. And speaking of bullshit, Kaepernick, trash quarterback. We already pretty much know that.
Yep.
Antonio Brown was just unloaded on Colin Kaepernick. I keep saying Colin for some reason. Colin.
It's full of shit.
Colin Kaepernick saying the quarterback is trash on the field while questioning the quarterback's charity work in the hood of it. AB fired off the explosive comments in a sit-down interview with Najee. I don't know, Cigar Talk, ripping the guy for settling his past lawsuits with the NFL, saying he doesn't believe Kaepernick actually wants to play still, and openly wondering if the 34-year-old's community contributions have actually made a difference. Brown's rant all began after he appeared to be puzzled as to why people feel bad for Kaepernick these days, saying he thinks the settlement cap reached with the NFL in 2019 following his collusion lawsuit sufficiently took care of him. He took a deal, Brown said. We don't feel sorry for you. You took a deal. F out of here.
He's right. He's right on the money, man. Like,
Yep. He said, "Oh, Kaepernick," in a mocking tone. "Oh, you're effing." He says, "You are effing Nike, man. Fuck out of here." Yeah, he was just going off. He was just like, "Screw this guy." Damn.
Well, seriously, like Antonio Brown didn't get the Nike deal, so how come Kaepernick did? And Kaepernick is a shit player, so it makes Antonio Brown like if I were Antonio, I'd be pretty pissed off too. It's like, dude, I'm working my ass off over here, and we got this dude pretending to be all oppressed and shit.
White privilege, Chris. That's why Kaepernick got the Nike deal. Okay,
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you this one time on the white privilege.
that's what it was. My God,
seriously, like shave that guy's head and tell me, like, you know, stick him in New England where the sun doesn't shine for like eight months out of the year.
Right.
Tell me that guy is a black guy. Like,
he'll lighten up like a dro elf. He'll just like
well, he'll be like Talcum X there. He'll be like Sean, whatever his name is.
Right, Talcum X.
Or who is that chick there? The one with the fake rope hair and stuff, and her blonde parents were like, "Honey, we're worried. Come home." And she's like, "I'm African American in spirit."
No, Kaepernick looks like a Latino playing an Asian person at the sushi bar making sushi. You know, like that's the skin tone that I get.
So any restaurant in California is what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Nice. You want Mexican? Every food here is Mexican food.
Dude, there was a Mexican cat doing the sushi, and I love sushi, you know, and one time, and he leered at me because I moved the tip jar so I could get to some sushi, like as if I was like, "Fuck you, bro!" Like, and he was like staring at me. If I didn't feel like such a jerk, I would have just like been intimidated and like cowered away. You know, like it was like he was really upset.
The most impressive thing that I've gotten out of that is that you actually managed to reach the counter all on your own.
Oh shit!
Tippy toes.
I'm going to ignore that, Thomas. Mr. Grant Gregory, what the F is Mexican sushi?
Come to California, you'll find it.
Yeah, it's like when like Mexican cats are making sushi. You know,
Weird.
Ohio konbanwa orales.
We use the leftovers from Grace.
If they're not Asian, I don't want it.
No, the Asian guy works at the hibachi grill. It's right next to it. He's not actually making the sushi. They got guys for that. Mexican guys. You know, there's a hierarchy at the Chinese buffet. You have to understand that. Hey, what's up, Red? How you doing? Y'all better not be in here laughing at abuse.
Come on. We're talking about Grace and everything. I think those cops, they were onto something because they think that the mother with the thick fingers got Grace pregnant.
Yeah, Red, you weren't here. We were actually having a rogue meeting. We're going to be doing some commercials. We're going to shoot some commercials for Grace. I'm going to be the birthing person. Tommy's going to be my dad. Very aggressive, angry dad. And Vinny's going to be the cop. He's going to be the Republican cop.
And Robert Loggia.
Robert. He's also going to be Robert Loggia
in the back seat.
Wow.
Banging Grace's mom.
Yeah. Draven can play the other cop.
Come on, Draven. Let's book them.
Let's do it, man. Let's make this at Rogue.
No coat hangers for you.
I'll be the claymation fetus that crests out of the crotch. Quattro.
Oh,
it's inclusive gays. All right. It's not non-hetero. All right. It's inclusive.
Oh damn.
So you gotta...
Oh,
Red, where are you? All right, so let's continue on. Brown then said that he thinks Kaepernick don't want to play football anymore, and said even if the former 49ers star is still truly did, he called his skill set trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm a 49ers fan, and I don't like the dude.
Yeah.
49ers is one of the teams I follow too, and I think he was no good for him.
This is pro too. This isn't like some varsity crap.
He said, all that is cap, Brown said.
I think you're making a big mistake here, Steven.
Yes.
I think Chris should be reading this part.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
You want me to
please, would you read that for us, Chris? Thank you.
Brown then said he thinks Kaepernick don't want to play football anymore, and said even if the former 49ers star truly did, he called his skill set trash. All that's cap, Brown said. We ain't respecting that, yo, bro. Took money, commercials. We don't see that. We don't see you outside. We don't see you in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
He don't do nothing, right? Like, we cool, but nah, we ain't even staying Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, Chris.
Nah, I mean,
Brown continued. He not even from the hood. He ain't even been in the trenches. You know what I'm saying, dog? we like Kaepernick and all, but he really ain't on that. AB went on to wonder out loud how Kaepernick has really done for those in need. He built the foundation, Brown said. What he do though? I'm being real. What superhero he enforced? Who he put on? Who he helped? Okay.
It has been confirmed that Chris Fisk is blacker than Colin Kaepernick. Thank you.
I told you, man. I'm the white chocolate warrior. I'm twice the flavor without the color. No, I'm just kidding, though. I actually have a lot of respect here for Antoine Brown saying this, because he's totally right. Like, this guy is grifting and stealing opportunities from legit. Like, again, Brown. I don't know how good of a player Brown is, but why isn't he on Nike? Like, why isn't he getting these endorsement deals? Because Kaepernick is a shit player. Like, he's like bottom tier. Yep. So he's got to be worse.
Well, not only that, like Brown saying, he's actually put the time in. What time did Kaepernick put in?
Yeah. It's bullshit. Like, I don't blame this guy for being pissed off. You know, like he's trying to be diplomatic about it, you know, and he's like we like him and everything. We like what he's trying to do, but like he's saying it like it is. The guy's just full of shit. He's a colon. He's not actually helping anybody. He's got all the cameras focused on him like a narcissist, rather than being like, hey, we've got these devastated communities that need some help. We've got, remember all the Summer of Love? Broke my freaking heart when I saw that 60-something-year-old woman, the black woman there, who put everything she had, her life savings, into this business, and a bunch of state-sponsored rioters burned down and destroyed her business. And the insurance didn't cover it, so she's fucked. She's gone. Yeah. And it's like, this is she's black. Was her life not matter?
Well, that's the whole thing. They don't want to talk about that because that disrupts their narrative once again. Yep. Because here it is, and we've talked about this shit before when they had I don't care if it was BLM or you had the freaking the little white liberal kids from the suburbs that were out going around burning shit up in the name of BLM or Antifa. These people were actually doing more destruction to black communities than most of these cops that they were claiming were the real problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's I saw. It was so heartbreaking because there were people in the footage that were like, "Why are you destroying our neighborhoods? If you're truly raging against people, why don't you attack the government building?"
Well, yeah. Well, why do you think when they went down to LA, the freaking the Crips chased them out? Yeah, why do you think that happened? Oh yeah, because they knew that their message was absolute bullshit. See ya, bye, see ya.
Hey, Nick, what do you think of Colin Kaepernick?
It took him a few moments to process.
I don't know. Nick has got that look on his face. I think he thinks he's more black than Colin Kaepernick as well.
Well, we know Chris is.
If since you want to word it like that, let's see here. Ashley did go to a dominantly almost all black school near Chirac, so there's a lot of truth to that. And I also have gone to many shows in the south side of Chicago. I also grew up as a White Sox fan from the south side of Chicago, so I think I do qualify for that title more than Colin Kaepernick does. That said, he is the embodiment of a fucking douchetarian.
Now here's the real question to determine your blackness, Nick. How many times have you watched Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the
hood? Say that again? I didn't understand you. Honestly, I didn't.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Bro, what? I don't catch on. Maybe that could be a me issue. See, my life hanging out with some of the West Side guys was this. We went to KFC. We had chicken. Mm-hmm. It was great. And it got to a point where they're like, Nick, you eat more chicken than we do. And so it was awesome. And I was just like, I truly knew I was one of them at that point. And so I had officially said they had officially deemed me one of them when they said I ate more chicken than they did. So
they were like, Nick, what the hell, man? Why you bogarting all the chicken, bro? What's wrong with you?
Well, I was. They called me. They said I was the blackest white man because I was one begging for more chicken than they did. And one of my other guys, with him and I were in Baltimore. He's like, Nick, let's go buy some watermelon and cornbread. I'm like, let's do it. So
cornbread.
Him and I went. So we went around Baltimore looking for watermelon and cornbread, and it was great. And and then I remember and literally when my buddy bought the watermelon, he literally said to the cashier, he's like, "It's okay, he's eating this. I'm black." Which he is. He is. It was just funny. He said that to the lady at the register. I'm like, "Damn, you son of a bitch." So yeah, fuck Colin Kaepernick. He's seriously man. Here's the thing is this: despite the stupidity of what he did, which it is obviously, but it's not him that made this a problem. This comes back to what I have said many times on yelling at parked cars. This comes back down to the news media because think about it, he's not the first guy to have ever done this ever. Think about it. If you actually look back, he's far from it.
Yeah.
They made the attention on this because they knew if they make enough attention to it, it could get the ire going. But with the ire going, you start to fuel the flames of the division more. And that's what they did. They wanted to make a statement with it. This wasn't just about another guy doing that. Because think about it. There have been other guys that do it and they kind of just ignore and move on. there's something about this where they wanted attention from this. They wanted it, and they wanted to get some going. This was truly as dumb as it is that Colin Kaepernick does. I don't blame him. I blame the media for it because they're the ones who were trying to install this shit to make everyone divided. And that's
it's the celebrity. It's sports, athletes, it's celebrities. Because they know people worship them. Clearly. I mean, we've seen these monster channels that are following the case of Johnny and Amber nonstop. Why? Because they know it's the same shit. People are following this nonsense. It means nothing. It's just a distraction. But people are obsessed with celebrity.
Well, not only that, but like your divisive point, it's so true. Because like anybody that's ever lived outside of the United States, like if you've moved to a country where English is not the spoken language, like you are grateful to find people who speak English. And that when you see in another American, you don't care if they're Asian, if they're Black, if they're Hispanic, they're speaking English. Like this is a fellow American, and that's what it should be. You know. For sure. And this division is just bullshit.
We speak English.
American. Speak American.
Some variation.
Capital apostrophe.
My fellow Americans.
No hable inglés.
Mexico,
Grace.
The conversation the privates had about don't be a menace to South Central while drinking a juice in the hood is something I can't say on air, but it's funny.
Are you my daddy?
Okay. I just saw Parrot Head send me about Don't Be Mess. I have seen that. It's been some time, but yes, I have seen it. I've seen it. I didn't just say I've seen it.
You try to take your manhood.
Like one of my guys at Southside. Like, you remember that scene? Like, okay, you say what you will about the movie, but there's this one good scene. Zach and Mira. There's one good scene where he's like, "Hey, can I get a coffee, black?" And then the one guy's like, "Can't you see that we talking white?" And it's a great scene and that's how that old message. I'm like, "Hey, Dan, you want to go get something to drink, black?" It's like, "Why don't you give me 10 minutes, white?"
No, tell your granddaddy to page me. That's one of the best lines I've ever heard.
No. The best line in the South Central movie is when he's sitting there and he's like, "I hate black keys on the piano. I hate black pepper. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Most of all, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes."
See, it's crazy how they keep acting like diversity like this, because we had some amazing, genuine black entertainment in the 80s and 90s from guys like Eddie Murphy, Ice Cube, whether it was being portrayed as a gangster, whether it was being an action hero, or just being funny, or even stuff that embraced the black family even. Like, we had so much, not just the black man, but different genres for the black race, and it was awesome. And Nick, I
don't know if this one was a little bit before your time. It might have been, but do you remember What's Happening?
Dynamite.
I did not watch What's Happening, but I did watch Black Dynamite, and I was actually a late bloomer to Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite is fucking awesome. That is a freaking fantastic flick. Oh man, Black Dynamite. Wow. I remember I couldn't believe I never saw that one until more recently. My girlfriend's was like, "Wait, you have never seen Black Dynamite?" She's like, I would figure you would have watched that. Of course, I watched a lot of the Friday movies growing up. I watched Boys in the Hood. Loved Boys in the Hood. That was a badass flick as well. I mean,
Juice.
Yeah, Juice. How far would you go, Tupac?
I had a black friend once, and I watched Blazing Saddles with him because he'd never seen that before. So the following week,
most of them like Blazing Saddles.
No, actually, it disturbed him.
Uncle Mel.
The following week, he came over and made me watch The Mac, which was
nice. The Mac.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that Richard Roundtree? No, that was Shaft.
All I know is that he was the first person to ever call me his N-word, and I was I kind of thought, I was like, "Thank you." When he said that to me, I was like, "Dude, you don't know as a white kid how much that means to me. Thank you so much."
It's like that Dave Chappelle skit. Well,
Yeah, I
Game
was so
Bogey,
good.
turn that jungle music off.
I was
That
so
guy
kind
just call us-
Well, you know who wrote all those scenes with the N word? It was Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah.
Believe it.
Oh,
Yeah, he wrote all those scenes. It's funny
him and
it-
Mooney.
he was supposed to be in the movie as well, but he was still too fucked up. He was on so many drugs and everything.
Well, I think he had hurt himself again too, because he was supposed to be in History of the World Part 1 as well.
Yep.
But that was right around the time he had injured himself again with freaking drugs and shit like that. So
Well, that's what they said. They said he was too fucked up out of his mind.
Was he going to play Heinz's part?
Yeah.
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be the sheriff in Blazing Saddles.
Dude, do you remember him in The Toy? Richard Pryor in The Toy.
Oh,
yes.
that's a
I
great
love that
movie.
That was so good.
And that's how you talk
Masturbate.
about racist issues like the right way. Like that's he was on point with it. That entire film, the message of it, the way they made the story,
You need
and
to be intelligent about it all. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's the thing too, because we were just saying before, we all grew up with all this different stuff. I'm sorry. I think God, it's Friday shit, whatever. Family Matters, all that stuff.
Yep.
We grew up with
Urkel,
everything.
man.
Yeah,
dude, Urkel was
Yep.
like, dude, that guy was on fire.
The Fresh
Lil
Prince
White-
of Bel Air.
Yes,
also
what's
Hell
happening?
We don't talk about Will no
Living
more.
Color.
Dude, what about? Did you guys have this in Living Color, early '90s,
Yep.
Sunday night at 8:00? You come in the next morning in school, homie, don't play that.
Right. We don't play. Well, I mean, even in animated, even in animated, you've seen it with Fat Albert.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that was a good show.
Hell yeah.
You even had even on the DC front, you had Static Shock too. That was a great cartoon.
Static Shock was good.
What a great show!
And there
Love
was
that show.
And people weren't like, "This is a black only show," or this is diverse. No, it's like, no, that's Static Shock, man.
So that's the
Dude,
shit that pisses
what
me
a
off with them
show.
race swapping and changing everything, like with superheroes. Like people been wanting Static Shock, Brother Voodoo, like characters like that. But we get, let's hand the mantle down. Let's hand the mantle down. It's like it's so fucking stupid. Just give us those other characters that are the things that you're freaking swapping.
Yep.
It's even more so because like especially I feel like it's even worse with a character like the Falcon because he's one of the very first black superheroes ever, and you're just saying that one of the very first black superheroes ever is not good enough. That he has to live under. He has to live under the identity of a white man.
He got a downgrade. He got a downgrade.
Exactly. It's a
Black
downgrade.
Captain Falcon America.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to do better.
Oh, God. Dude,
You're on the line.
I'm actually embarrassed that I watched that. Believe me when I say
I
I'm
dipped out after
embarrassed.
episode 3. I dipped out like
Yeah.
halfway through it. I'm like,
No.
I dipped out. Dude, for me, the moment for me when I turned it off was is he bothering you? I'm like, oh, we're done.
I'm pretty
that
sure
pissed me off,
everybody
too.
knows when I dipped out. I dipped out before it even aired.
Yeah.
Good. You know what,
Hold
guys?
strong.
I should have been like Tommy. I'll admit it. I'll own my mistake. I should have been like Tommy, but I sometimes my optimism gets the best of me, and gullibility gets to me, and dude, that's my problem. However, I have slightly take Sam's advice, and I have done slightly better. I'm still working on it. It's baby steps. I didn't give money to Feng Shui and the 10 couches, so we're building somewhere.
Thank you, Chris.
We're starting somewhere. So at least I said, okay, I didn't do this. So now that I didn't do anything for Feng Shui and the couches, I will now I'm like, okay, now I got to make sure I did good with that, not giving time and energy and money to that. Now I got to make sure I repeat that with that not Thor thing. And
God,
I'm working towards it. Like I say, it's kind of like when you're like, I'm trying to think here. It's like kind of like leaving. It's like you're trying to like it's like quitting smoking. You have to slowly do it, and you gotta do it little by little. Like, okay, stop at this point, stop at that point, and then eventually you start to know a slow habit is okay. I've been away from it now I can get away from it a little bit more.
Well, at a certain point, you got to pull it, Tommy. You got to go cold turkey because it's the best way, and you'll never go back. The little bit.
Hold
on. The little bit means, all right, I'll take one more puff. All right, I'm not going
to. Vinny, you can't say
never
cold
just
turkey.
The
You can't say cold turkey to Nick. He ain't going to understand it. Nick, you need to go cold chicken.
Gotta go to the bottom of the bucket.
Here's the thing. So I think it has worked because like Star Wars don't care.
Yeah,
like I didn't want to see I didn't even watch the Obi-Wan trailer. I'm not going to. Like now, so I have Star Wars. I originally started as the Gina, which should have sounded the alarm for many.
Watching everything.
That was actually easier. And I don't know what it was about that. Maybe it's because there was still that Last Jedi stench, but that was actually easier. So this one is a little harder, but I will get there, and that's a promise. That is a guaranteed promise. So I gotta. And that maybe, like I said, once it started step by step, before I knew it, it escalated. And then I'm like, oh, hey, look, I'm out. I'm completely out. And you know,
get rid of that FOMO, basically.
Oh, yeah. I don't even care about that part. It's more of it's more of here's where the issue really lies in between. When you're surrounded by family who kind of, I guess you could say, doesn't understand, and you're kind of surrounded by it. So then, like, even if you go out of your way to not be around it, someone else does, because they don't understand it, and you're trying to like make people understand. It's a whole other can of worms.
I have a friend who his brother's a cop, and every time like nerd culture kind of shit pops up, he's like, "Luke, I don't understand it. Why are people like that?" And it's like, you're a normie, you don't get it. There's actual
not everything is for everyone.
Well, right. Well,
that's fine.
He goes, there's a culture war happening, and normies don't really get it. But then when things are very obvious and it becomes a big story somewhere, then you're all scratching your head like, holy shit, they really did that? Or, you know,
the sports is what the wake up call for the normies.
Well,
when they had like Black Lives Matter crap on their jerseys and shit, like the normies were like, the nerds were right.
So, no, I'm glad Vinny mentioned the whole like normie thing, because here's the thing. Like, having a geek talk to a normie is like if you speak English only and you're and someone's talking to you in French, you don't understand anything that they're saying. It's a useless conversation. The intentions are good, but you're going nowhere both ways. And
I've had that same discussion, Nick, with a friend of mine. I mean, he was heavily into the original trilogy, bought all the original toys. He grew up in the same time frame as I did, so he's seen the original movie in the theater house and everything like that. So he did not like some of this new stuff at first, but eventually he watched it over and over and over again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting used to it. All the people at work are telling me it's good, so I need to rewatch it." And he just kept rewatching it. Yeah, he kept rewatching it until he started liking it. And me and him get into it all the time. And even though he's a huge Star Wars fan, collected the toys and everything, he knows nothing about like the EU stuff and everything that was built off of George Lucas's original vision and all the work that George did with some of those writers. Now, granted, George didn't work with all of them, but he did work with enough of them to try to make what they were doing fall into line with the continuity of what he had already created. And there were certain characters they were not allowed to touch unless he actually had a hand in it, such as Darth Vader and Anakin and shit like that. But yeah, I've got into it with him, and he just don't want to hear it. And he's like, I don't care about that stuff. It's not Star Wars. I said, well, yes, it is. Like originally under the original holocron that George had somebody set up, this was all considered part of canon. Granted, it wasn't top canon like George's movies, but
it's still canon. Canon is canon. It doesn't matter whether it's being focused on another medium. Canon is canon. That's all that there is to that. And this is something that even like I don't know where it started. I don't know where it started, but where did it start? Where the idea of continuity not mattering? Where did that start? Which franchise? I mean, obviously Doctor Who had its moment. Obviously
Marvel.
Star Trek.
Marvel, early 2000s. Joe Quesada started that shit. Vinny will tell you about that. Go ahead, Vinny. Just to rip into Joe again. I love when you do it.
When they fucking ruined everything. Joe Quesada was responsible for bringing in all those horrible people, like those milkshake girls, Sama Amanat. He brought them in, and all you need is one or two, and he brought in a few of them, and they brought in the rest of them. And what happened? Sama Amanat, the creator of Stretchy Girl, Indian Marvel, whatever the fuck her name is,
Shaka Khan,
the Miss Marvel girl, right? They were gonna push her big thing. They dropped the trailer, and then they didn't mention that bitch anywhere. Why? Because she got Me Too'd. She had a couple of guys, I think 2 or 3 guys, that she was forcing them to have sex with her. So it shows you that they're full of shit, top to bottom. But it's poison like that destroyed the industry. They have piss poor ideas. I know extra stuff that I probably shouldn't repeat, but even the creators, like what happened, the whole thing with One More Day, that was Quesada shitting all over and just grabbing the script of Michael Straczynski, and he fucking rewrote it and wanted to put Michael's name on it. And he goes, that's why Straczynski fucking walked away from Spider-Man. He's like, fuck you people. This is
here, Vinny, I don't know if you recall, it was like 1999, they did a retelling. They completely retold Peter Parker's story with a Spider-Man. And it was so ill received by the fans with the backlash that they wound up redoing it again like a few years later. Yeah,
and then they did that one issue. God, what was it called? So it was One More Day, Brand New Day, and then there was like just a moment in time or some crap like that.
Is that the one with Ben Reilly in it?
No, that's something else. I think you might be thinking of the Clone Saga.
Oh yeah.
God, I think it was just called Just One Moment in Time. And here's the thing, like it was a really conflicting time because there was some stuff from Marvel I was really I loved what Ed Brubaker was doing with Daredevil. And God, what other one was I liking? My brain is blanking.
Well, they were going really dark with the Punisher right around that time too.
Yes, they were. So like, and I did like Annihilation. There's another one there, and there's actually a few of them. And DC was actually doing well with like Green Lantern, Teen Titans. They weren't just doing well with Batman.
With the poison started, I'd say around 2002, 2003 is when they started putting the poison in there, and then it kept getting worse because then like all those women that they did bring in, they started as interns because all these creepy fucking editors were trying to bang them, and then they would give them higher positions. It's all very creepy, very seedy. That's why that whole bullpen shit turned into a complete mess. But they did it also in the 70s and the 80s. It was fucking crazy too, like that. I knew someone else who worked around there and saw a lot of crazy shit. But regardless, I mean, that's what they've been most of the time. So when you have scumbags who end up getting higher positions, they fuck over their friends to get those positions because that's what happened with Quesada. I mean, it's insane. All this shit's insane.
Yeah.
Healy Town.
What you guys were saying with the normies and stuff, my best friend Shadows, like with this new Doctor Strange, he's like, I don't care. Like, I know that you don't like this stuff because of all this stuff in it. He's like, I don't care. If it looks good, I'm gonna go see it. I don't give a shit, you know. It's whatever. He's like, I just turn off my brain. And he's like, I just turn off my brain and I just watch it and be entertained.
Right.
Well, it's what Red Letter Media said, you know, when Jay Baum gets up there and he's like, don't question, just get excited for new product.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can sort of understand that because I'm like that with Fast and the Furious. Like, they're just good. They're just crazy action films that I can just turn my brain on. I don't have to actually think about it and just watch it. And that's sort of how like a lot of these normies are with like the superhero shit. Like,
well, that's the idea of it in a theoretical just world is it's actually a good idea because you want to be able to turn off your brain and I guess you could say escape.
Yeah.
But however, that once again the idea is good, but then there's how the execution reality kicks in of it. When you have every now and then your Fast and Furious, which actually does that, whether you like it or not, is not relevant. It's more does it actually give you that opportunity to turn your brain off and not have to think about much. Sure, it actually does. Now these type of companies, they're actually taking advantage of that because the more you don't think about it, the more it seeps into your brain by default, and then before you know it, you've already adapted to whatever was trying to be
It
pushed.
becomes normal. They try to normalize these crazy things. But
They have to do it, and they do it little increment, piece by piece by
repetition
piece.
too.
Yeah.
But the point I was making before too was because all right, so Draven's friend, he goes, "Oh, I don't care about all that stuff that they were putting in there. It's not what they're putting in there." Because again, from what I heard, it's just those 2 scenes, and they were laughable. Everything else, he said was fine, and there wasn't anything being forced on your throat. You might have had a little bit of that girl power nonsense with I think you said the Illuminati, but other than that, like you could see where they were going to pepper it in anyway. But what was he saying? Regarding all that shit, it's that the company is supporting grooming of children. And that fight that they had with DeSantis, that's what it comes down to. That was my breaking point. That's what Tommy was saying too, and other people. It's like this company supports very nefarious, dirty, stupid shit. And then the video that came out where they want to force everything. They don't care if it's a little bit here or there. They're gonna put it into everything, their agenda.
Yeah, my buddy basically was like, hey, he's like, I don't give a shit. They could like call me a shitbag or whatever and like call me all kinds of stuff. He's like, I don't care. I think it looks interesting, so I'm gonna go see it. He's like,
well, I think that is part of their problem, though. I mean, because once you start giving these companies money, you are agreeing with their agenda, whether you realize it or not. And I've heard the argument, oh, well, there's still good people in these companies. They're still good. I don't care. I'm sure. Probably in the freaking Germany's army in the 1940s, there was probably some good people in that army too. So are you going to tell me you're going to agree with the Nazis because there was a few good people in there? Give me a break. Does that mean you're going to go out and buy yourself a copy of Mein Kampf because there might have been a few good people at the publishing office? Give me a
my thing is like if I go to a store and I buy somebody and the person behind the counter is talking shit about me, I'm not gonna want to shop there. So why would I keep shopping there if they're gonna treat me like shit?
Exactly.
Like, you know,
what a free market is for.
I'm gonna take my business somewhere else that isn't gonna do that to me.
And that's also the point that I make at those fucking conventions when I was yelling at and having I was about to go throw down with these stupid so-called professionals because it was the same shit. They attacked fans and that infuriated me. Like, are you fucking serious?
And here's the thing, and because now that they have, I guess you could say, the mainstream like on their side, like people who are on the outside, casuals, normies, whatever you want to call them, they see it as a normal and acceptable thing because, well, they're also told day in and day out wherever they go that that's just part of the norm and that's just what they do. Because don't forget, when you look at if you're someone who doesn't know these things, it's kind of like the whole your word against mine. When you have a big name and they're taking advantage of that and they're thinking, well, I'm going to use the fact that I know more people than this guy, and I know because I know 8,000 more people than this guy, they're automatically take my word over his. So I could say whatever I want because I am who I am. I'm going to use that to my advantage, and they know that because I'm going to say I fell for it, because when I heard the stuff about Richard Meyer way back when, and I didn't look into his side of the story, I just heard, oh, he's this, and that, and I remember thinking to myself like, oh wow, that's not good. I don't want to obviously get near something like that, so I just kind of took their word for it. But then once I read into stuff like Eric July, and I'm like, and I was, it was kind of like a bit by bit process. Once again, I guess one of those guys, my mind breaks from things bit by bit better than a cold turkey. I guess everyone's different, but anyways, neither here nor there. But back to where I was getting at. So as I was getting, I'm like, okay. But what really started like even though I was understanding Air July's perspective, and I was thinking, okay, this is a very interesting take because I don't ever hear anything like this, like ever. And then once I saw the video from just some guy, well, we all have our opinions on him. Not gonna mention that. Let's talk about him from way back when, because he had mentioned a clip where Mark Wade had called him a white supremacist. I'm thinking to myself, and I remember when that was a Bleeding Cool article and thinking, oh, wow, Mark Waid said that guy was just, so he must be. And I just bought it because, he was Mark Waid. But then once I saw that just some guy was a black man, that started ringing a lot of bells for me, because that's when I said, holy crap, he said that a black man was a white supremacist, and he didn't put thought to it. And he just said that just to stir up. Like, I actually thought at that point in time, I thought it was coming from a place of actually meaning it, but that's when that was a big bell ringer for me. I'm like, holy crap, he said that just to get people wild up, even though that wasn't true. And then he tried to backtrack on it, and I was like, holy crap, there's more to this. And that's when I'm like, okay, I need to look up who this Richard Meyer guy is, and I need to hear his perspective. It was because of that incident JSG had with Mark. That's what made me look into Meyer, because like, okay, there's something here that I'm missing. And then once I was able to fill in a lot of blanks. Once I started looking into Meyer's side of this, I'm like, okay, there's a whole other side of this that I missed. And it just goes to show you too how well Shadowbang works. Because if I typed in stuff like Google, YouTube, whatever, I'm like, wow, none of these things come up. You have to really, really dig hard, or hope that your algorithm somehow, by some magic, it pops up.
Or read the Fandom Menace Volume 1.
And that's how Air July came my way, because it happened by random incident.
It slipped through the cracks.
It slipped through the cracks.
And that's the funny thing and the fucked up thing, too, is that they all happen to be hypocrites and liars. Because look what happened with Meyer. He wouldn't even say that he's CG. He said he was going to fight no matter what. Everyone was running to do this movement for him. And then what happens? He bent over. He bent the knee to him. And then he was like yelling at fans, saying he wasn't CG and fuck you for calling my books late or whatever. And he was having a tantrum recently, from what I understand. So all these people prove that it's bullshit. That's why these labels are nonsense. They're truly nonsense. If you want to be genuine, you want to be real, you just do it. You're an independent creator, then you just do it. When it's this fake shit of, it's a movement. No, the movement comes from the fans. You put out good stuff, you put it in a timely fashion, you're going to get the support. People are going to be there for you. Because everything else, to me, it looks like bullshit. And it looks like bullshit to many people. That's why you see everyone, they're getting very vocal about things. Books that are years late. And people are still running more campaigns and brand new campaigns. There's a lot of bullshit going on that no one can fucking stand anymore. It's nonsense. It's be good to one another. All it is fights, bullshit fights, fake drama on Twitter and everything else. Yet they'll bitch and whine about these movies. Then they'll go run and see these movies. They'll buy the product and they'll be like, well, we're doing it for you guys, so you don't have to see it. It's all hypocrisy. It's shit.
Red Gay says, just wait till
they're doing it because they secretly want to freaking watch it. And just real quick, Vinny, I thought the movement was actually created by Amber.
Jeez. Red Gay says, just wait till Kenobi drops. I'm sure not one of them will be paid to see it.
I already read the EU book, so I don't need to see the show. So
there you go. Dig that.
Somebody say drop.
Lasso of Truth said, I love the merch. Vinny will be making Mela Art World merch.
Thank you. I opened up the store today. Got a bunch of stuff on there. I'm kind of working on a couple more designs as well. I want to give you guys some quality product. And I think these things look pretty sweet. So if you guys want to back it, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. And again, campaign number 6 is going to be fulfilled soon. All the stuff's at the printers. They're working on the books right now. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, aren't we? Isn't that the point of it? We're replacing the garbage that's out there with good stuff, with quality.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'll tell you, man, that mainstream stuff depressed the shit out of me for years. So coming into this community, it was a relief. I know I can read Shadow of the Kracken and not be lectured about being like, even though I'm not, but being a cis white male, whatever.
Right.
And how
it's basically it's a breath of fresh air, Chris, is exactly what it is. Almost kind of like everybody in that courtroom when they exited once the judge said it was over.
Woo! Do not go in there. Someone let him out.
That's it. And Chris, if you want me to lecture you, I can do that at any time, but I'm not going to do it in the books.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna lecture you with that pirate booty.
Yeah. Like the Macho Tap video.
Oh yeah. So Becky Broward says that says my great aunt used to work with Disney. She couldn't stand the way they were doing her last years. She was alive. What they were doing last. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
I mean,
they treat their employees like shit.
You know, you have a company out there that's obviously anti-fan. Not only that, but they're trying to teach strange shit to our kids, trying to force it on us, calling us bigots. If we don't, you know, if we don't agree with their worldview. Not only that, but they've had a history. Disney has had a history of putting pressure on putting newspapers, journalists, if they put out stories that they don't like.
Access media.
Yep. The access media. I mean, it's just they're a part of that system, and they protect themselves and they protect others. Seeing the Disney stock fall to 110, well, 108 it was, and then it went to 110. That's what Vinny reported. That's good. That's good. It needs to fall. It needs a cleansing fire.
Burn, Disney, burn. It's a mouse house inferno. I want to see it go down.
I'm saying we need to stand up as consumers who are family, people who have families, people who are raising parents who are raising kids. You know, if you do not want your children to be indoctrinated with this totalitarian far leftist garbage, then we need to make an example that the consumer, that the family, the American people, will not have this shit. And if we can make a giant like Disney fall, that will send a message to them all. Get your act together.
If Disney falls, it's their own damn fault. Because, I mean, taking a step back for a moment from the ideological bullshit that we're seeing here and just looking at it from a business perspective, you know, the whole Rainbow Reich and all that stuff, nobody's got anything against it. They're Americans. They deserve just as much happiness and right to exist as everybody else. But they're a niche market. They're an like Logo, the TV channel for gay, LGBT, whatever. It went off the air because there weren't enough people watching it. Okay? That says that from a business perspective, it's not a good idea to target a very small niche demographic.
Yep.
So what was Disney's foundational demographic? What was their market? It was the Christian families. They knew, you know, they wanted to see Pinocchio and Bambi and all that shit, you know, let their kids sit there and watch safe cartoons and babysit them or whatever. And then all of a sudden they started pushing in this alternate lifestyle shit that, like, again, alternative lifestyle is totally fine. We're totally on board with that. You do you. You know, that's what libertarian is. It's all about liberty. But unfortunately, when you start trying to make the alternative lifestyle the mainstream and you've alienated your core demographic, that's why we're watching the Disney stock souffle. Because you just basically told everybody that was buying your shit, yeah, we're going to throw in this other shit that's going to totally not jibe with what you want. You know, like we're turning the seafood Long John Silver's into a pizza place. You know, they're like, oh shit, I'm out. Yeah.
I live by one.
Oh,
nice.
Did they have lobster bites back? I haven't been in like freaking forever.
Gaze, are you done wiping? What the hell? Oh, I kept the show running just so you could pop in, and we've been waiting forever. What the hell, man?
Yeah. One more time.
Well, here's another thing to remember. Like, everybody thinks that this is a modern problem with Disney, like trying to inject politics into their shows and everything. And that's absolute bullshit. Disney has been at it for almost the entire time that they've been in operation. I mean, even during World War II, that they were making freaking cartoons aimed at freaking pushing an American message.
Yep. Jingoism. Love it.
Shit. You know, here's the thing. Red Gaze is right. Well, like, I hate saying that, but he's right. Like, they will skyrocket. Because let's not forget, there's still a lot of people who are, despite there's a lot of people who are aware, there's still a lot who are not. Yep, and they might go in with the genuine optimism. Even they could even be people who might actually like genuinely reject this stuff if they knew about the whole, like, you know, Groomer DeSantis situation. Because it's amazing how much people don't pay attention when there is a certain political party in office. They shut their brains off. They think, okay, well, this guy's in office, there's gonna be nothing wrong just because it's this guy at all. And they're okay with that.
Nick, you know what the biggest problem I think what is? It's not even that maybe people don't know about it. It's that whole short-term memory thing.
Well, they
once it's not talked about it anymore, out of sight, out of mind.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's an
blame
extension of it.
intellectual laziness, which is what normal people have. Normal people are intellectually lazy. That's why we're called the ignorant masses. And the reason why it's so dangerous is because the Marxists or the leftists or the whatever you want to call the groomers have the majority of our media. So that's what these ignorant masses are paying attention to. It's not that they're not they don't have an opportunity to see the other side because they're already being spoon-fed this on every channel, on every newspaper, on every website. They're being told this is the story, and the other story is the opposition, and it's bad. And it's unfortunately, like you're saying, Nick, like getting that Eric July moment, that moment of hey, well, this is like the other side. That's becoming harder and harder to get because we're being bulwarked by the enemy propaganda. Essentially, they're brainwashed.
Red Gay says he's not pooping; he's on a walk. Why don't you try doing both at the same time? See if you can do that. You might get in Guinness Book of Records.
The sad part is I do believe there are more people who would be open to perspective if you just put it in front of them accessibly. And once again, for me, it was the Eric July breadcrumbs. And that's the thing. Some people are genuinely stupid, but there are some people who are also, they do have genuine lives. Some people are too busy watching over their own families. Some people work 70, 80 hours a week at a job. They're not gonna put on the TV to see what politician is saying. So what about what? Some people literally just don't know because they do have a genuine life. Like that is a thing. Which in a way is good. But also because those things are there, it gets taken advantage of, and they don't even know it's getting taken advantage of because they know.
Well, not everyone's thinking can't be wrapped up in it all the time. You can't pay attention to everything.
Yeah, you can't.
Some people have checked out of politics for a long time now. They don't even vote. They don't even care.
Yeah.
Information has become headline based. Like they could literally say in the headline, person A did not commit the crime, and then in the body of the text, well, actually, person A did commit the body of the crime. But the ignorant masses don't read that because, like you're saying, they don't have the time, they don't have the the investment, so they just see the.
I was wondering. I was like, he didn't say pooping; he's popping.
I was hoping nobody would catch that. Oh, sorry. Good to see you, Nerium. Hey, what's going on? Please subscribe. Follow. Please follow Nerium Nova. Subscribe to her channel. Bonds 2 mailing list is out there. Please check that out. And guys, can you put out links for Tommy the Game Pig Collector? We want to get this man to 1K.
Oh, yeah.
This is a man who not only provides good content, he is someone who does not kneel to any narrative, and he is known to step out in social media and wave his balls everywhere. The ball's running. So please subscribe to Tommy. He does not kneel.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do
I'm just glad he does it. That's very stunning and brave.
Tim's talk is in the chat. Ray texted me and told me that the guinea pig guy was a Raylo and possibly Vinny.
Oh,
damn. Kylo coming at you.
It's because
you know what? Yeah, I've got it on a very, very, very good information about Mr. Kylo Tim, and there's a lot of things about this man that are very robotic, and I would like to say that I would like to dry hump him in the forest, but I just don't take him seriously anymore. After seeing that dismal performance that he delivered in that little video about his movie, I just can't take the man seriously anymore. I would tell him to have a Colt 45 and shut the fuck up.
Ben, go fuck yourself. You're dead too.
Thanks, Dad. Hey, guys,
what's going on, Tim?
Guys, subscribe to Tim's Talk, man. He's a great YouTuber.
Yeah. He was in my chat earlier. we're poking some fun.
if we were at the very end of the show, dude, I'd throw you a link. Thanks for being here.
Tim's awesome.
Yeah, there was one comment Becky would ask, and here we go. I think Angelus and how is Disney is treating Walt Disney's family is so disrespectful. I think she was trying to piggyback off what you were saying.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying, honestly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, look what the daughter did, or granddaughter, or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's
She
ma'am.
freaking after oh god, I didn't know if you guys remember this. Like years ago, when the whole Winnie the Pooh thing was like a big article everybody was talking about at one small moment in time, she was all for the family that had the rights for Winnie the Pooh and getting screwed over by Disney and saying Disney needs to pay them their money and Disney needs to pay their workers better and they need to do this and they need to do that. And then it wasn't that long after suddenly she got quiet. Like Disney like threw her some money like, hey, people are paying attention because you're a descendant of Walt. So we're going to need you to like follow along with the narrative. And then suddenly she's all on board with everything they're doing, including the groomer shit.
Bribe their principals, bottom out.
Tim said that makes two of us. Both dead, Vin.
That's what I said.
Last, I put out links for bonds. Guys, please check that out.
Yeah.
And what's up, Mackety Draws, Rogue Alumni? How you doing, brother?
Hey.
Thank you for stopping through. And there's the link for Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Guys, please share out that everywhere. Let's get this man to 1,000 subs. We rise together. That's what we do in this community. That's what we've been doing. We support one another. We support independent creators. We look out for each other. We be good to one another. And together we suffer no fools.
Just remember, you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for the pigs.
That's right. Real quick, since we were covering comics, YouTuber Comics by Perch says, low X-Men sales reveal definite problems at Marvel. These numbers are bad. This is not healthy at all. In light of recent sales data revealing a struggle at Marvel to move their current line of X-Men titles, noted comic book YouTuber Comics by Perch has asserted that these numbers are not only outright bad, but they have also confirmed the presence of definite problems at Marvel. Comics by Perch discussed the X titles' very scary sales in an April 30th video uploaded to his channel. After briefly speaking to the news of the publisher's massive amount of supply chain related delays and the confusing decisions made around their solicitations in recent weeks, Perch turned to address a chart detailing Comic-Con's reported February sales of Marvel's X-Men books and bluntly asserted that these numbers are depressing. X-Men, which is arguably one of Marvel's biggest titles, they had a big promotion. It was the centerpiece of the Kracken era, and this is selling through Diamond 22,716 units of the YouTuber, and that's it. What does that mean, Vinny? You there, buddy?
What the fuck
is that bad?
Yeah,
It's
that's
22,000.
22,000 units in total. That means that they only put out 22,700 books.
That's
in
horrible.
total.
That doesn't even count to what that stuff's actually being sold.
Yeah, this is only what the shops are buying.
Yeah, that's what they're being shipped, not actual sales.
Oh my god, that's
wow.
Wow,
A lot of them
that's
are sitting
amazing
there,
number.
that's why they changed some of it too. I think because I think they used to be able to return shit too, but everything got fucked. Everything did. Diamond screwed up everything for them as well. Again, Diamond could have saved them, and they didn't. They could have saved the whole industry, and they didn't. That's why that family pisses me off because I knew them. And they genuinely like comic books, but I'm like, well, I guess not enough to actually get some of the best talent and make your own fucking comic book company. Because then you could have lowered the prices because you're your own distributor. So you didn't have to milk anybody. But they're greedy fucks, apparently.
Well, when I was up north and I was talking to my one friend that runs a comic book shop while I was cleaning everything up, he was actually telling me about some of the things that some of these bigger companies changed. And one of the things that they did is a no return policy. And he said it's never been like that before. And he says if it wasn't for the fact that he had, and I hate using this word too, but if it wasn't for the fact that he diversified the things in his store, if he didn't have like so many different collectibles and cards and dice and other stuff like that, he would have closed. He said if it wasn't for those things, his store would not have remained afloat.
Yeah.
He said because the comics certainly aren't doing it anymore.
Look
No, they're
how
selling
pissed
those Necco toys or whatever.
Yeah. Look how piss poor these numbers are. They're fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Books used to be, again, a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
That's how many units of shit there were out there. Now you're dwindling it down to this.
I mean, guys, do you think that it has anything to do with the other media being available, or do you think?
No, because look at manga. No. Like the manga element completely defeats the argument that comics are going out. Like if manga was dead too, like if we were seeing shit numbers for Demon Slayer or whatever, I'd be like, okay, yeah, Berserk, nobody's buying it anymore. They want to see cartoons, they want to see TikToks or whatever.
And they're hitting
millions,
masterpieces after masterpieces with this stuff too, and it's not even decades long like material. So
no,
I know another thing. I was going to say, I know another thing that my friend Chad had told me about, and he says, like all the comic book titles are just horrible. They're dismal. The numbers that they're actually, drawing in, if they're even drawing it at all. Because he said he's had some of them, they just sat on the shelf and eventually just got thrown into the back issue logs because they never sold. But he said when they started doing, I remember this was like a few years ago. Remember they were doing reprints of some of the original comics. They were doing like the legacy comics or whatever, but they were selling like dirt cheap. This actually might have been over 3 years ago. They were selling for maybe $1.25 or something like that. It was extremely cheap. He said those things sold like hotcakes, and they couldn't keep enough of them in the store. He said if they would just, all they have to do is go back and reprint some of the old books, and they would sell. But they won't even do that.
No, they could easily do. Here's the thing: all these companies. They are, and this is all these institutions, major, semi-major, they will all, unless someone comes in and cleans house on the personnel and the ownership, all of them will die with their ideology. None of them are ever going to change unless like someone comes in and cleans house. That's the only way to change. But they are willing to let it all burn down if it means having what they believe in be the the thing.
I've been there.
Yeah,
like in the video game industry. Like every video game studio that I worked for doesn't exist anymore.
That's why I tell people
hire these people.
Yeah, and I tell people stop saying that. Yes, in a just world, the argument of don't you want to make money would be a good argument. These people don't function like that. They don't care if they lose money. To them that's success. Like to them that's success. To them that's okay, good. That means we're one step closer towards, beating the patriarchy or whatever.
Yep.
That they are okay with losing money. That
you ruined your hobby.
Yeah, that is like that's not the argument to go for. That's what they want.
And the people who are in charge and pulling the strings on all this shit are sitting there laughing because they're like, yeah, these morons, they're complying. They're doing what we told them to do. And they go, ha, we won. And then they all lost their jobs as well. Because that's what's going to happen.
Doesn't that make you think what's the end game here? What's the bigger picture?
Move on to the next thing.
Well, we're watching American jobs being destroyed. What is the one thing that America had as its chief export for the longest time other than agriculture? It was culture itself.
Right.
I mean, you could go anywhere. Remember, like Saving Private Ryan? I love the Americans, Mickey Mouse, and look at the games. The reason why the Germans were saying that is because they were consuming American culture. Yeah. That shit's gone out the window. We're now having South Korea coming into Hollywood and eating their lunch. They're like annyeonghaseyo, and they got like Parasite, Train to Busan, and they're kicking our ass. Nobody in the brainwashed don't care. They don't realize that we're losing. It's a battle for culture, and we're basically losing our businesses. We have people out of work now. These people aren't employable because they put all their eggs in the entertainment basket. But nobody wants your entertainment. Where the frick are you gonna go?
Right.
You go flip burgers.
Or you support indie. Support indie.
That's right.
Yeah,
always support indie. You know it. Except
don't support indie. Don't support indie. Don't support Indianapolis 7. Don't do it. Support indie comics. This is your dad, Ben. Saying support indie. George,
what did you have to do? What did Kennedy do to get you to do that last film?
She knocked me out with her shit breath, and then she grabbed my hand and forced me to sign the contract. When I came to, I had a broken hip. And, I had the hat on again.
My good buddy Harrison, I think that once again you are being a little bit hard on yourself, and you should use all that hardness for your toaster, my friend. I keep telling you, automaton is the way. Go for it, my friend. I know what you did to those planes. Just do the same thing to your toaster. Plugged in.
Hear that, Walton? Have sex with toasters, not with using force.
Oh,
wow. Oh, thanks for the advice, guys. All right, guys, we're going to close it out. We went a little bit longer than I thought, but I had fun. I think you guys had fun. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you
for having me.
Man, so we're going to go through real quick, let everybody tell you where they can find them. And we are going to start off with Nick. You ready, Nick? Promote your channel, brother.
Hello, kids. Thank you for coming here, hanging out. And Walton, thank you for letting me come late. And I mean come in both ways late. So
all right.
I appreciate
you were
that.
You were the giver. So according to gays, you're not gay. So it's all right.
Well, I'm open-minded. So anyways, open-mindedness and all. I have a channel, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, and I had a review that got out to a band in Chile. They liked it, and now they are promoting on their stuff, and they reached out to me personally. That's pretty cool. Toxic Tuesday will be talking Rocky 2. Of course, I also yell at parked cars on Monday night with the Dix Division, Midnight's Edge After Dark on Tuesday nights. And I've got a few other ideas of videos kicking in the can, and I'm less than 50 subs away from 1K.
Nice.
So, yeah, and I'm overqualified on hours. Don't worry about the hours. I'm good. I'm like at 6,000 hours, so I'm good.
Oh, damn.
Hey, chat, would you do me a favor? Lasso, put it out in the Rogue Mod, chat.
She's way ahead.
Yeah,
she's good like that. So
thank you. Yeah, let's get it.
And thanks guys for letting me come on here. Seriously, late because, like I said, I know I got like a busy life, not just being a parent and being a boyfriend and running a household and doing my own channel. So I appreciate when you guys let me come on here. Thank you.
Dude, you're always welcome. You're a rogue, brother. Anytime.
I love it.
Anytime.
And Nick, you also forgot all the things that you were doing to Walton in the green room. And by the way, did you check to make sure he didn't get pregnant? Because we need to know if we got to take that trip to Mexico.
Dude, I don't wear protection. I'm a natural.
Don't forget to bring a coat hanger.
Do not come. Do not come.
Guys, subscribe to 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. Put links out. Let's get him the last 50. We can do that tonight. We can do that. Throw it out on all your social media for us. Thank you very much. Next up is the Fisker, Chris Fisk.
Whoa. Hey. I guess if you want to catch me on Twitter and see before I get kicked off, you can find me at Infintale Comic on Twitter. Or if you want to check out the project that we're working on here, Infintale Chronicles, The War of the Trees, you can find us at infinttalechronicles.com. And the actual campaign for book 1 is still in demand, so it's on Indiegogo right now, and there's less than 50 books or physical copies left. So if you want to grab a copy, grab it while you can. So,
beautiful. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, dude. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. And next up is the vamp of the fandom, Angela's Draven. Tell me where they can find you, bro.
Hey guys, you can find me here on YouTube and Twitter. I'm playing Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, whatever game kind of catches my interest at the time. And then on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm over on the Clown World Reviews channel, and we talk about the Monday Night Wars. But yeah, that's pretty much me.
All right, man, dude. Thanks for coming through, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
bro. Anytime you're in the chat, just you want to come on, just let me know. Okay.
All right.
You're always welcome. And next up is the fulfillment king of indie comics, the heart of it, Vinny Art.
What up, guys? You could find me in bed with your mom. Come hang out. Yeah. Wait, speaking of mom, we got Mother's Day on Sunday, so we got to see. I'm playing it by ear because I don't know if it's going to be a big get-together thing or not. But typically we go on at 9 o'clock at night, so it should be all right. For those who want to come hang out, it's usually when we have our extra crazy streams. But today I did one as well. Showed off the merch store. You want to see some more of my projects and everything else at Vinny Art on Twitter, on Instagram, all that great stuff. Follow me, check me out, and back those books. Because, again, Shadow of the Kraken is going to be the next one that's going to be fulfilled. Check out, again, the merch store. Put a bunch of stuff on. I think I'm going to put another design up either tonight or tomorrow, which looks pretty damn sweet if you're into hot pirate chicks. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So
don't breathe too heavy and sweat around them. Apparently, so.
Oh my God! I love the beach. It's Walton. But and again, if we offended anyone tonight, one more time, we're gonna have someone apologize on behalf of Gigi. Can't see me. China.
Judge.
You need a gong noise too.
Mortal Kombat.
That's a commie son of a bitch right there.
Judge.
But yeah, everyone, please have a great night. Much love to everybody on the panel and everyone in chat. Love you guys and girls.
Thank you, brother. And next up is the guinea pig that does not kneel because he has no knees. Hit him, Tommy.
Hey, what's going on there, ladies and germs? It's good to see you all again. I see you hanging out with Smallwood Walton. We're having a blast, having some fun, having some laughs at the Wokies out there. And probably we're going to let loose with some guinea pig gas, and we're going to get rid of every last one of them. Going to walk into Disney, and we're going to kill every last person in there. Oh, I'm just joking. We're going to just nibble off their toes. Have a little fun. Laugh at it, people. And stop worrying about your freedoms. Just get on the channel, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, and subscribe. Do it now. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Nibbling off toes and taking no prisoners in the process. The most hated guinea pig on YouTube. You can find me on my channel talking about old toys, retro toys being done right, old movies, and old shows. Every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going old school retro discussion. This coming Monday, we're going to have a really good one because we're going to have a major topic. It's going to be the damn whole show. We're going to be talking about G.I. Joe from its original inception with the original toys that were created by Stan Weston all the way down to some of the modern stuff that we're seeing today. I'm probably not going to talk about the live action movies unless some of my other panelists want to touch on that. I'm not touching that stuff with a 10-foot pole, but I will be talking about the cartoon, the comics, and even the animated movie that they wound up screwing up much later on with their re-edits, as it were. Yeah. And of course, on Thursday, right after Red Gaze Enerium with the all the way up somewhere special, you can catch Vinny and I doing Collectible Pass, where we're talking about the retro toys and what they were inspired from and how they are doing it right. Of course, usually stop by on Tuesdays also as well and catch us over there on Supreme Heretics channel with United Resistance. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and or night. Remember to nibble away on that like button, and remember never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent.
Hail to that. Thank you very much. Hail. Thank you guys very much. Look, we put out links. We can...
Oh, sorry, that's going on way too long.
That's all good, Chris. Guys, please share out links for both Tommy and Nick tonight. Nick's got 50 more subs to 1,000. Tommy's got 350 more subs to 1,000. Let's put links out. Let's make this happen on all your social media. If you can, tag somebody. If it annoys them, fuck it. Just do it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you to my mods out there. Thank you to Becky. Thank you to Brutal. Thank you to Lasso of Truth holding it down. Please subscribe to my second channel. I'm going to be holding tarot streams. Going to be holding tarot streams over there. Here's the Fandom Menace Volume 1 audio book, and there is the Teespring for the Fandom Menace from NRN Design. Great dude, Nick Nugent. Please check him out. Follow him on Twitter. He's got a great book out there about Knight Rider. That is his thing. He loves that book. He loves everything. He loves everything about Knight Rider. So please check that out. What's up, Sim? How you doing, dude? Hail, brother. Thank you so much. Man who made me one of two bookmarks for Volume 1, and the other was Vinny Tardamella. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate for you guys supporting me. And those are comics. Those are indie comics people that reached out to the guy who was doing the Fandom Menace book and said, we'll do this for you. And that just shows what we can do in this community, no matter what any narrative is, what we can do in our indie sphere when we work together and we're good to each other. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I appreciate you. Please share out links for Nick, share out links for Tommy, and support your indie creators. Share out links for your favorite 2 or 3 YouTubers, big or small. Y'all know the grind. Get that out there for any indie out there at all, whether they're making YouTube, Twitter, if you're making novels, if you're making comics, if you see those things, promote it. Help us promote it. Let's make Let's make the industry pay by us producing and us supporting good entertainments and not taking their shit. I appreciate each and every one of you. There is a GoFundMe in the description below. I need a little help if any of you guys are able to do that. If you can, that'd be great. If not, please share it out for me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hail to the chats. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other, you suffer no fools. Peace.
Had told us at a town hall, I think it was in July,